Right, should be good. We should be live. I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. We're once again here for the Champions League. Again, apologies, we missed last night, but we're back again tonight. Champions League action. It's AJAX versus Liverpool. A big game for both. This could decide Group A, couldn't it, Harry?
It very much could. I mean, Liverpool probably the favourites as they're the better side on paper, and they only need a point to decide Group A, and then everything will be. There'll be no point. Well, there is still a point. They still play them, but it will mean that the game week 6 matches will not matter as Napoli and Liverpool will be through. But if Liverpool do lose tonight, there is still a chance that AJAX could catch them and knock Liverpool out into the Europa League.
That would be exciting, wasn't it? Speaking of big clubs getting knocked out into the Europa League, FC Barcelona. With Inter Milan's 4-0 win over Victoria Pleasant tonight, FC Barcelona will be knocked out of the Champions League for the second consecutive year in a time where Barcelona's financial sort of trials, tribulations, but I don't think that's the right word. Problems is the easier way to phrase it. In a time of their financial problems, not being in Champions League knockout stages for 2 consecutive years. That's not only going to harm their finances, their reputation, but also for the playing squad, for the players. They want to be on the bigger stage. Yeah. Players like Ansu Fati, Robert Lewandowski are going to be playing in the Europa League.
I think that has it all though. How competitive is this Europa League going to be? You've already got Arsenal.
Mate, they can play FC United.
You've already got Barcelona.
Knockouts, mate.
There's so many more teams. You could have AJAX in there. AC Milan could find themselves in there.
Even if it's Leipzig or Dinamo, you're getting a really good side in there. It's going to be a mental group.
It's a really strong Europa League, which is great to see, because last year, it's not how Rangers got to that final, I do not know.
But equally, it could still end up like that, because Barcelona, West Ham, the likes were down there last year, and we still ended up with a Frankfurt Rangers final. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Chelsea fan, great to see you. I know that you were sticking messages in there early, before we'd even gone live, so yeah, appreciate that. And Cyclone, welcome to the stream. I think it's your first time, if not, you're a relatively new viewer that I've completely forgotten, so apologies for that. But yeah, in terms of tonight, I really don't know which way this is going to go, because you'd expect Liverpool, they are away, but you'd expect them to be the better side tonight. But will AJAX put on a European show to give themselves a shot at the round of 16 stage?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't actually seen the teams, so it depends who's playing where for Liverpool, I think. But I actually saw they gave Liverpool a good game at Anfield, at their home ground. Big atmosphere, tough place to go. It's been proven many times. Obviously, it was probably the most memorable game was obviously when Lucas Moura scored in that Champions League semi-final. But it creates a wonderful atmosphere at the Johan Cruyff Arena, and it's going to be a tough test for Liverpool. I haven't seen the team, so if Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing, then I think
will that be the difference?
Bag,
Certainly, what's the difference against Napoli? That space that Trent often leaves behind him, exploited by Kavica, Kvaratskhelia. If they leave that tonight, that could cause a lot of trouble. So they've got
speaking of Napoli, they're top of the group. They've got Rangers tonight. They won 7-1 the other week, I believe. Was it 7-1?
Yeah, they beat Rangers 7-1.
Could be the same, really.
Definitely could be.
So I do go for Rangers. And this one is at home. This is Napoli at home. It's going to be very, very tough for Rangers to get a result.
Should we look at the lineups then?
Yes.
As for AJAX, of course, at the Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam, they line up with Pasveer in goal. We doubted him against Liverpool the first time, but he put on a really good show at Anfield. Hopefully he could do the same tonight to stop Liverpool being able to score. Back four of Sanchez, Timber, Bassi and Daley Blind. It's a midfield 3 of Berghuis, Alvarez and Klaassen. A front 3 of Bergwijn, Captain Dusan Tadic and Brian Brobby. So no Mohamed Kudus leading the line like he was last time, which I think is a big shame. I haven't heard of him being injured. He was in my UEFA fantasy team. But yeah, no Mohamed Kudus. He obviously scored in the reverse fixture. But I mean, and does make the bench, so he's not injured.
I mean, it's a good impact to bring on. I think the ability of Brian Brobby is not to be looked over.
No, of course, a good player, but I find it strange that Kudus has dropped for tonight.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Free, Klaassen, Berghuis, Alvarez is BT high here, phenomenal.
You'd expect him to be getting that move to Chelsea in January, especially if he has a good World Cup with Mexico. But yeah, backline as well. Bassi, Timber as your centre halves. That's incredibly strong.
Very strong. Yeah,
incredibly strong.
I believe it isn't Núñez up front or Jota up front for Liverpool. So that would mean I don't see Liverpool winning any headers.
It's a strange attack, put it that way. Liverpool's team then, Alisson in between the sticks. It's a flat four of Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson. It's a pivot then of Fabinho, and captain's Jordan Henderson gets his place back in the side. Elliott apparently one flank, Núñez the other, Firmino attacking mid and Salah leading the line.
That's just not happening.
Now, I don't think Núñez is going to be on the left and Salah up front. I expect it more to be Elliott on the left, Salah on the right, Núñez leading the line, would be my prediction.
Or like a 4-3-1-2.
Or a 4-4-2 like they played the other day, and Núñez and Firmino up front, Elliott left mid, Salah right mid.
Maybe there's potential here, but as I said, Núñez makes a difference up there, but it's going to be hard to get those balls in. Trent and Robbo, the one thing that the Liverpool's fullbacks possess is a big threat from crossing the ball, but Banksy and Timber are going to cut those crosses out immediately.
Well, you'd expect them to, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, last time, of course, they did score from ahead of Liverpool. Joel Matip from a corner.
A bit different.
They tried to clear it off the line, didn't come off, and Liverpool got away with a win there. A draw or a loss there, they would potentially be very much out of proceedings tonight.
Still an upset on the cards today.
I also didn't realise that Ajax would require Liverpool to lose their final game to Napoli, and they have to beat Rangers and overturn the goal difference. So it's a mammoth task for Ajax.
Durable.
They've got to overturn a 10 goal difference deficit. So they've got to swing that around quite dramatically. Obviously, Liverpool helped out by their 7-1 victory over Rangers last week. Yeah. And they've also got to win all their games while not affording Liverpool a point.
By the way, welcome to the stream, Brian Toon, John Barr and Matteo.
Everyone hopping in early tonight. But yeah, welcome everyone. We'll get into score predictions in about 12 or so minutes. Yeah.
Trent, again. This is where they lack Kudus. Because we saw what he could do. Yeah. We saw what he could do between Gomez
Kudus operated centrally last time, didn't he? And he is often a more of an attacking midfielder. In that centre forward role, he can operate as sort of a false 9. Last time we saw Bergwijn on that left being able to sort of operate with his pace. I think Tadic, though, in behind makes a lot more sense. He doesn't tend to make that run in behind, but he can. And you'd expect Robbie to be making the diagonal run, Tadic to come inside a bit more.
See, that's what I was going to say.
And then Robbie lays it back, Tadic top corner.
Is Robbie up front tonight a bit more of a, we're going to be a bit more physical? Let's get Robbie in there. We know he's a physical player. Yeah. Is he going to get there and try
he's strong, he's quick, he's quite small, but I don't think that Ajax's star today is going to be, let's hoof it long and hope we win headers, because that won't work. But balls into the channels, balls over the top, and if you try and get it into his feet, and he can spray it off to Bergwijn, to Tadic, who are good creators, or, can have a shot from range.
Well, he's also got the beating of a defender, because he's either going to run past him, or he's going to use his body to shield the ball.
But I do feel that Kudus will be missed. Potentially, though, that's a big sub, as you say. A super sub, an impact, could definitely have.
I think what he did at Anfield, he found how he got his goal. He found a tiny pocket of space, and that's how they scored.
It's what made magic happen, which I think is what they'll be expecting from Tadic and Bergwijn.
I think the little 1-2s between Tadic and Robbie and Bergwijn and Robbie are key. Just that 1-2 to maybe beat the fullback, and then Robbie can spin his man, get in the box, and they can cross it in or have a shot. Because they know they can get in behind Trent and Robbo tonight, especially Trent.
Yeah, and another man who I think we also need to talk about, I think potentially a sort of a player that will go under the radar of most people, but could have a big impact tonight, is Berghuis. Sorry, obviously playing in central midfield today, but he is more naturally a winger. I feel that if Bergwijn comes more like into attacking mid role, which you'd expect him to do if, say, Robbie gets into the channel, I think Berghuis will make that outside run, try and find space out wide, and if it falls to him, he can definitely finish.
Again, it's going to come down to Fabinho.
He can have an impact on this game. Yeah. Be interesting how Fabinho deals with that. I know, obviously, he's alongside Jordan Henderson. What impact will that have on things tonight? It'll be interesting to see. Not seen enough, really, or much, of Jordan Henderson in the last few weeks for Liverpool. Be interesting to see how he gets on tonight.
Matteo, we talked the top
Barcelona are out. It's interesting, isn't it?
I think it's going to create a phenomenal Europa League there.
It will. It certainly will. I can't say I'm surprised. I don't think we ever did any, Champions League.
They did get a tough group.
Yeah, and they have had a tough group. Last year, who'd they have? I swear they got a relatively easy one, but threw away big points. and then was surprisingly knocked out. I feel like Barca always get the group of death. Like, consistently get a horrible group. While clubs like Real and City and PSG get one tough team and then...
I think it's a bit harsh to say it's Barcelona's fault, because if I look at form, I think if you put Liverpool into that group, they don't get through.
Potentially not, no.
You know, if you look at the way they've played in some of these
Equally,
games,
they are now 6 points ahead of Ajax in this group. They had a tough start, but Napoli, I never expect them to win. Other than that, they've done everything I expected of them. So if they win tonight, I'd say a flawless group from Liverpool. Napoli are just so good right now.
Napoli look phenomenal.
Exactly, yeah.
I think they will tear apart that Rangers defence.
But again, I think something that is undermined somewhat in the Champions League, or not talked about enough, not discussed enough, is the fact that when you play teams can have such a big impact. Because I think if Liverpool had played Napoli as the double up in the middle, and potentially lost one of the opening 2 games, it's a completely different scenario coming into match week 5. And similar to Chelsea. Chelsea had Milan in the double up. If they'd lost to Milan, they would now be out of the Champions League. Yeah. Because they threw away early points. So I do think the order you play teams in makes a huge difference. Similar to Manchester City's group. They played Dortmund second match week and 5th match week. So by match week 5, they're already through. So last night's game against Dortmund didn't really matter. They got a point, but ultimately didn't really matter. And the order you play teams in does make a huge difference.
Definitely.
Juventus won't beat PSG. Won't matter either way. Juve are out, obviously, of the Champions League now, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, Benfica and PSG are on 11, and there's no way they can get more. They can
Can they not catch Maccabi Haifa?
Oh, they could get Europa League.
Yeah,
they're level on points with Maccabi, aren't they?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Juve, Matty is saying Juve could bottle Europa to Haifa as well.
Oh yeah, no, potentially.
So if Juventus lose to PSG and Haifa can beat Benfica,
it's just a major shit show from Juventus. I put out a poll a few weeks back saying should Allegri be sacked, and I got some interesting responses.
I don't get how he's doing that job.
Well, Juve fans saying that they really they love Allegri.
Oh my god,
for things he did for the club.
I mean, if PSG beat Juventus, Maccabi Haifa need a point
against Benfica.
Wow.
But equally, if Benfica win, different story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Potentially, then Juve are fine. I don't think Juve. I think both PSG and Benfica will beat Juve and Maccabi Haifa, and that Benfica won't beat. Sorry, PSG won't beat Juve that harshly.
No.
Now, even if they were to win 5-0, they'd be fine. Juve would be fine. So it's only if Haifa beat Benfica then Juve have a problem.
Yeah.
Or draw. Because I don't think Juve will get a result against PSG. So potentially, Juve out of Europe, at least out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Barcelona into Europa League. If they lose next week...
Fall of some big giants.
If they lose next week, you never know. In fact, what is the Barca group? Can Barca get knocked out of Europe? Are they too far off?
Pleasant on none.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, they've been packed by everyone. But are Barca on 3? Barca on 4, they're alright.
Pleasant aren't going to be...
They could win tonight.
Bayern Munich.
No, Pleasant have got...
Bayern Munich.
No, Barca next, isn't it?
No. I thought it was Pleasant Bayern.
Yeah, it's Pleasant Bayern. Pleasant Barca, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So there would be the option... No, Pleasant needed something from tonight.
Yeah.
So Barca, Europa League. Potentially Juve, Europa League. Potentially Tottenham, Europa League. That's a game we've not discussed, but it is on tonight. If Tottenham lose tonight... And, say Frankfurt win or Marseille, whoever wins, someone wins there basically, rather than it being a draw. Yeah. Even if it was a draw, it's still incredibly close. Obviously, Tottenham on 7 points, Marseille 6, Sporting 6, and then Frankfurt 4. It's still very plausible Tottenham don't get through their group.
While we're going for the group,
depending on tonight's
should we do our predictions for the other games tonight? And then we'll talk more about this game, and then we'll do our
Group D then, Frankfurt, Marseille, Tottenham, Sporting. Who is winning that? Are we going to see anyone out of the Champions League tonight? Are Tottenham going to lose or are they going to win? I think that's the biggest question.
Frankfurt, Marseille, I'm going to go... I think 2-1 Frankfurt, which would pull the group wide open.
And then certainly would, yeah.
Tottenham, Marseille, I'm going to go 1-0. No, I've got them the wrong way around, haven't I? Tottenham
Sporting.
Tottenham Sporting, yeah, 1-0.
That'll keep it very interesting. I think Tottenham will win tonight, though. If it was at Sporting, as we saw the first time, Sporting I think could win.
Though. Tottenham went 2-0 down to Frankfurt at home.
And they lost to Newcastle the weekend.
And Sporting are better than Frankfurt.
But and they still overturned that one, didn't they, Tottenham? I just feel Tottenham are going to win tonight and pretty much be through.
Yeah.
I think they'll win, Frankfurt win, and then Tottenham just needs a decent result, like a draw next week, or things to go their way.
Living where Euro League, Ajax, it's a mammoth task for Ajax.
Ajax have to overturn a 10-goal difference deficit, and Liverpool can't pick up a point. So Ajax have to beat them tonight, and Liverpool have to lose to Napoli next week.
I think it's
a big task, basically, for Ajax.
Liverpool get through, and I think the second seed, which could put them... I think we could see a repeat of last year's final in the round of 16.
We could see any game.
No, I think that's what's going to happen. It's be
I think we could see Liverpool.
They got to the final in round 16. Real have beaten them 4-0.
Yeah, it could happen. Though Real, given their current injuries, equally this is going to be played in February. But yeah, interesting. I've been here in ages. Well, good to see you now here, Lona. Welcome to the stream. Matteo's going 2-0 Tottenham. Chelsea fans going 3-0 Tottenham. Yeah, I think Tottenham should be fine. As much as we want to say, you never know, Tottenham could get knocked out, and it's incredibly close.
Goal was a bit controversial. No.
What, the Wilson goal against Tottenham now?
No, it wasn't controversial.
That wasn't a foul on a race. 100% wasn't a foul on a race.
He is one of the most overrated goalkeepers in the Premier League. Especially this season. He's had an absolute shocker.
No, I don't think Tottenham are that good this year.
No.
I know they're third in the league, but equally they could drop quite quickly given a few.
They got a very lucky point at Chelsea.
Results.
They've lost to United, lost to Newcastle. Have they played Liverpool?
Tottenham.
No, they lost to Arsenal.
I don't think they have. No, they've got Tottenham. They've got Liverpool next Sunday.
They've lost to all the big teams they've faced so far, or drawn, and the Chelsea one shouldn't have been a draw. That's the thing I look at it. They lost to Arsenal, lost to United, lost to Newcastle, draw with Chelsea. Tottenham.
Drew of West Ham.
Exactly. And they've started really slowly, so Tottenham are in. I think they're a bit of a spother more than people think they are.
On the most interesting group tonight, then, it's the Atleti group. Actually, I want to talk about next.
Yeah.
Just before we get into our predictions for the big game tonight, Club Brugge top it, 10 points. They're through.
I think tonight
they lost 4-0 tonight.
I think tonight they knew they're through. They didn't really care.
Well, yeah, they've given Porto a win, which could completely swing the direction of the group because Porto's second now on 9. Atleti are 5 points off.
That's another team that could be in Europa.
If Atletico Madrid and Leverkusen draw tonight, Atleti are out.
Out of the Champions League.
Out of the Champions League. But they won't care if they're in Europa League or whether they're out of all Europe, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't they'll want to be in the prime European competition. But we could see quite a relatively weak round of 16 stage this year.
Yeah.
And I think it's more beneficial to be second seed. Because some of the other clubs that are going to be second seed are insane. PSG could be. It looks like they'll be first now. Dortmund are going to be second seed, but obviously City are first. Real Madrid, they were second seed until obviously... Oh, no, sorry, they were top seed, weren't they? And then Leipzig have caught up a bit with that win last night.
Yeah.
If AC Milan progress, they'll be second seed. Tottenham could still be second seed depending on results there. You're going to have Inter Milan. Either Porto, Atletico from that group, or potentially even Leverkusen if they manage to claw that back from the absolute depths. But that doesn't really seem possible.
There's a lot.
Liverpool will be second seed. There's a lot of good teams there. It's going to be an interesting one. I think the round 16 could be one of the best and most competitive rounds of 16 selections because it's just completely scattered tonight this year. But yeah, come on Ajax. There's a lot of people cheering Ajax on tonight. It'd be good. It'd be amazing to see them make that turnaround.
Hilarious.
It would be, yeah. It would be quality. But equally, I do think that they would then win that. So, wouldn't it be better to see them get to round 16
Arsenal,
than like lose
United,
to round
Barca, Atletico Madrid maybe.
Liverpool have proven though that they can beat. They've beaten United, didn't they?
No, they lost to United, lost to Arsenal.
Maybe they would be. Maybe they would struggle. I just think Liverpool in Europe do well. Last season they got all the way to the final. I know they got a slightly easy run, but maybe they'll get an easy run this time.
I think they wouldn't win that.
What? The Europa League?
But surely they're that as low as they are in the league and then Europa League, how long do they give Klopp?
Ooh, should Klopp be sacked?
If they get to knock down to Europa League.
I was going to say, it'd be harsh.
I
I don't think they're going to.
No, I think it'll be alright.
Come on, Lisbon. Sporting winning tonight would have... I would rather see Sporting win than Ajax win. Because I think it's more realistic that Tottenham could get knocked out of the Champions League than Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because for Liverpool to get
Really?
knocked out, Ajax are going to have to...
Oh, sorry, I mean...
Yeah, Ajax are going to have to make quite the turnaround
Exactly.
in the group, whereas obviously
And hope that Napoli beat
Tottenham
Liverpool
could easily
at Anfield,
quite easily get knocked out.
which isn't going to be easy.
Well,
It could be
I don't know. Napoli have looked really good. It depends what team they play. Napoli's group's done now for them. If they go out and rest players at Anfield, fair enough. Focusing on the league, they're in a title battle. They are top of that league, so it makes sense to rest players, focus on the league, considering they're already through. But if they want to go for a big win and maintain top spot, depending on I think tonight's result will have a big impact.
I think Liverpool could lose but still get through.
Because if Liverpool win and Napoli somehow lose to Rangers, then Napoli have to beat Liverpool to secure top spot.
I don't think Napoli. I suppose Napoli are not going to lose to Rangers.
Well, you never know.
You do. Says on the group you win last night. We should have won one. We shouldn't. Well, yeah. I mean, shouldn't have conceded, and then we could have had 4 or 5 to be honest.
But the important thing is that we've won the group.
We won the group.
So
we're through.
content there. It means we can rest up next week, rest players for that Arsenal game, which is very important on the Sunday after. So I'm content with the Champions League showing. I think Potter's done really well considering we lost the opening game. His first game in charge was that second game against Salzburg, and we got a draw there. We were quite far off everyone. Double win against AC Milan, a win last night. Did very well.
Also, it's also the Women's Champions League group stages tonight as well. I know Chelsea are in action. There's lots of other teams in action.
Based on that reaction, are Chelsea losing?
No, that was Aston Villa woman, a drawing now with Everton woman.
Klopp to Juve and... right. I think Carl Shevins wants a job at Anfield. I don't think he's going to get one, but yeah. Klopp to Juve. Do you think that's possible? What do you think it will happen? Because I don't see Klopp to Juve happening.
I see Conte to Juve happening because I think Tottenham will
I could see Conte going back to Juve. I think that's what Poch is holding out for at the moment.
Nah, he won't go to Tottenham.
No, Juve, you melon.
Poch won't go to Juve either.
Why not? Why would he reject Villa though? This is what I'm wondering, because I don't see any big club.
Because he probably looked at Villa on the table and went, I don't want that.
Yeah, but it's a project, isn't it? He loves a project. He did it with Tottenham. So he's got to be holding out for something.
Barcelona.
No, he's already said he won't manage Barcelona. Because he was with Espanyol.
So he likes the project, but doesn't like Barcelona.
No, because he was with their rivals and doesn't want to, lose the respect of the fans.
I don't know. I think he could, though. It depends. If Conte's been sacked by Tottenham beforehand, I think then Conte will be Juventus. Whereas if Allegri gets sacked before Conte is out of a job...
Also, apparently Zidane's returned to management soon.
So many good managers, there's no jobs.
Zidane could go Juve or France, depending on the World Cup.
Or
how Deschamps gets on. Oh, that would be big, wouldn't it?
Zidane and Liverpool.
Zidane and Guardiola facing off in the Premier League. That would be exciting.
Germany.
I don't see it.
Don't know.
I maybe back to Dortmund.
Yeah.
Potentially, but he's not going to go to Bayern. Surely not. They've got Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann's staying there for 100 years, mate. Yeah. Anyway, we are only 6 minutes away from kickoff, so it's time to do some predictions. Liverpool versus Ajax. What are we thinking?
I really want to say Ajax to win, but I don't know if I see it happening. Away from home, though. I'm going to draw. I'm going to say 1-1.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ajax will play well, Liverpool will equalise, but then it will still confirm the group and Ajax will win the Europa League.
Fair enough. Yeah, I want to go Ajax win. I desperately want to go Ajax win. But I don't think I can. I'm going to go Liverpool. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. A fairly comfy victory. I think Ajax will play well, but I think Liverpool will just have enough for them. I'm going to go Salah double. He is just too good.
Oh, what an atmosphere this is. Look at that.
I was going to say, the Johan Cruyff Arena really is an exciting arena, brilliant arena for events like this. Obviously, Ajax are Champions League winners multiple times.
Yeah,
Champions League winners.
Still Champions League winners.
I was going to say, yeah, it wasn't like...
They were so close from that final.
These two could
have played them in the final if it wasn't for Lucas Moura in the 90 whatever of minute.
And that year, I would have backed that Ajax side.
Yeah. Against that Liverpool side as well, because that final was terrible. Wasn't it Moussa Sissoko went and handballed it and gave away a penalty in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And that was the final done and dusted. But Liverpool, obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold
Yeah, that
back
was the
in
worst
the
fight.
side tonight. Big risk, I think. Could cost them.
It definitely could, but it could also save them. You know, if there's a free kick, he's going to put it top corner. If he gets a chance, he can put the ball in there, and I'd back Darwin Núñez to win a header potentially.
Yeah.
He probably
Yeah,
put it off
capacity,
target, but
yeah, he might put it wide.
out the stadium, no US on Núñez's accuracy. Tuchel to England after the World Cup. Arteta to Barca in the summer. Arteta's not going. He's not leaving Arsenal, and Xavi's not getting sacked.
No.
So
Tuchel to England after the World Cup when Southgate
Yeah.
probably gets us to around 16. If we're lucky.
depends on the draw, obviously. Well, actually, no. We'll get through round of 16. We've got a really nice round of 16. If we win our group, which we should comfortably, because it's an easy group, then we play second of Group A, which I envision will either be Senegal or Ecuador. Though I do think Senegal could top that group, in which case it could be the Netherlands.
I was saying Netherlands.
No, I think Netherlands will be comfortable top though, and then it'll be
Oh.
either Senegal or Ecuador.
Yeah, we should top our group easily. But yeah, I'll take Tuchel.
Yeah.
Arteta will stay at thingy. I think there will be a bit of through this after the World Cup and into the summer. There'll be a lot of managerial switches.
Unai Emery is back in England. Yes, we did talk about this on the
I
podcast
think
today,
he's
so
gonna
make sure to go
prove-
listen
He
to
is going
that.
to prove the English press so wrong. He is going to prove them so wrong.
I think he can only do better than what most of the press expect. Like the Sun and that.
I mean, as much as I want Villa for Europe, I don't know it's going to happen just because of the quality that are in the European spots at the moment. I still think Liverpool will get back up there. I think Tottenham could drop but still stick Europe. It'll be a mammoth task. But I definitely think top half's on the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Potential.
Aaron Danks, what a job he did.
Well, I mean, caretaker managers absolutely killing it in the Prem this year.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Gary O'Neill, very good job,
Yeah.
and then Danks getting a big win last night. Not last night, Sunday night.
Yes, isn't it?
Not even the night, but yeah. We've got 2 minutes away to kick off. Alonso in a Barca shirt is an insult to football. Marcos Alonso's underrated, and he has done a decent job in La Liga.
Everything he did at Chelsea, I love him for.
Yeah,
His free kick against Tottenham in the FA Cup semi-final.
like he lacked like top quality.
He couldn't
He didn't
defend,
have
but
the
going
ability,
forward,
but-
we loved him.
Yeah, he was good fun.
Yeah, he was great to watch.
Certainly was.
As horrific as he may be, he was great to watch.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a good bench, to be fair. That's a good
Yeah,
bench
no, there's
for
definitely
Ajax.
options. Vindown not getting the start tonight, I find that
Jose
interesting.
Sal.
They've got Lorenzo Luca, who is a youngster who could come on and make an impact. And obviously, as we've mentioned many times, Mohamed Kudus tonight, he's certainly a player who can come on, have an impact. We saw him do that against Liverpool at Anfield. He started that game. Brilliant finish from him. Trev should also get in the England team. He's been so good for us. Trev's been absolutely sensational. This whole
Yes, the
campaign,
Wigan take.
all of last campaign, he's been sensational.
Eric Dyer, John
And yet
Stones, Harry
I was
Maguire.
gonna say, doesn't even get a call up. While Maguire, who's not played all season, is definitely going to start for us. So
I mean, there are some. I
Strange
like
choices.
Trev, but he won't be there.
he should
realistically.
be though. What do you mean realistically?
But what I'm thinking is I'm mixing it between who should be there and what's going to be realistic.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
thinking like Mark Gurhey should be there.
But if it's any other manager, Mark Gurhey and Trevor Chalobah are going. As is John Stones.
Carl Walker.
I think he's
I don't know, 'cause
deputised at right
Maguire,
back at the moment.
I don't really know, because the problem is you can't tell, because I've never seen Gurhey. I haven't seen enough of Gurhey and Chalobah for England to say.
Because
That's the
they've never
problem.
played for England.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. You judge just because they're. I don't think it makes a difference between whether they're playing
it
for
does.
England, whether they're playing
it does.
for.
You play so much differently on an international stage.
You don't know.
You do.
It's just
You're
that all
playing
the
with
English
different
players, all are doing so
You're
good.
playing with different players. It's completely different.
No,
Yeah, it is.
no. Other than the pressure, potentially,
Playing for the national side is very different to a club level.
I disagree.
Right.
I think players should be picked based on their club level rather than what they've done at old international tournaments.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But you need to see them in a. That's what I'm saying. You need
Well,
to see them.
obviously, they need to be given they need to give them
Exactly.
be given minutes to
and
gel
then
with
you
the
go
squad.
based on form and what they've done before.
No, you still don't go based on what they've done before. We can't be playing players because they did well at 2018 World Cup.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying this World
Sure.
Cup, we're not going to play someone who hasn't played a single game for England over someone who has.
No, but they should be going over others.
Oh yeah, well, it depends how crap they've been. Like Maguire shouldn't be going, but I'm saying Eric Dyer,
Also shouldn't be going.
who hasn't done horrifically.
No, he should.
Dyer
He's
has
played well.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's different. You can't take someone like we're not going to debut Trevor and all that at the World Cup, are we?
No, but any other manager. What I'm saying is any other manager gives him minutes in the build-up.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Daily Blind down the line. By the way, we have got kickoff. Wasn't mentioned, but yeah. 40 seconds gone. Liverpool moving around the back. I don't expect that we haven't really mentioned it, but it doesn't really matter now. Bayern are through, top of the group.
There should be a good game.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Barca will get absolutely torn apart.
It's still a good game. There'll be goals in it, action. I think Barca will get torn apart. I think Lewer against the outside might score. I think Bayern don't look as good as they do against some of the Bundesliga teams. They lose to them. So.
They've not lost a single Champions League game. I don't think they'll change that tonight.
I don't think they lose. I don't think it'll
Barcelona look crap.
I don't know.
Every time watching the Champions League.
What a game we treated to last week, Barca Inter, 2 weeks ago. That was a great game.
Yeah, they played all right, but they still got steamrolled.
They drew.
Yeah, but they should have been more. What I'm saying is their performances are so poor.
Yeah,
and
it's still a good game.
Bayern tonight will batter them.
That's what I'm saying. They're already getting the balls over top of Trent.
Yeah, but I do think Gomez in that role helps though. If that's Matip, he isn't going to get across.
I've seen Joe Gomez a couple of times this season.
Yeah, he makes mistakes, but I think his pace will cover Trent.
I think between the two of them, though, there's going to be lots of opportunities for Ajax.
Tadic tries to get around Trent. Elliott putting the pressure on. This is nice. Klaassen into Blind. It deflects off.
I'm saying, probably using strength. And
surely it got Berghuis. Oh, it's at the post.
How is it?
It cannons off the outside of the post. And that is unfortunate for Ajax. This is what I'm saying though. Berghuis picking up the scraps there. I back him to slot that one away. I cannot believe he's missed that.
Bobby, again, as we said.
Bobby's strength. Lays it to Berghuis. He takes it past Robbo and he tries to squeeze it past Alisson.
He's got to dink it over him, I think. Or do something better.
That is a big early miss for Ajax. Definitely could have been 1-0 after 2 minutes.
He put it in the one place where it wasn't going to go in. He's got it again here though.
Timber.
Liverpool in 6
under a lot of pressure. They played out well, and Bassi gets it forward. Trent cuts it out, and now Elliott. Can he get away from Alvarez? He can. Goes to Salah. Salah goes to Nunes. Nunes has stood well offside. And there we go. It's cool.
Frankfurt goal already. That's
a big early one. Daichi Kamada scoring there.
Saying they're bottom of the group, that's big.
It's a level top.
Well, see Tottenham are going to, yeah, put them right up there.
Oh yeah, Tottenham.
Look at that, and even 8-7-7-6. That, to be fair, I wouldn't mind that going into the final game where you got.
That's the much Tottenham, mate.
Oh, yeah.
If one can get a goal, sure.
Yeah, then it's what?
9-7-7-6.
Yeah, that would be better actually. Foul on someone here from Joe Gomez. But what 3 minutes has already been? We've seen Nunes 11 yards offside.
And Tottenham play Marseille, didn't they, last game?
Yeah.
That could be
away. Yeah, it's a toughie.
Could be a toughie.
And they want to rest for Liverpool.
But if they win tonight, they're absolutely fine. So.
Yeah, but hopefully they don't do that. Kois on the free kick.
Atletico and Barca in the Europa League goal seems that way. Obviously, if Atletico win tonight and then they beat Porto next time out, they're fine. And you'd expect them to beat Leverkusen. Leverkusen don't look great. Here's Berghuis. Tries to switch the play, almost finds its way to Bergwijn. Nunes does get back and do some defensive work though. It does look like Nunes is playing deeper tonight. I think he might be on the left for Salah through the middle, which doesn't make much sense to me at all. Sort of either on the right or sort of attacking mids,
it looks
drifting
like a
role.
I mean, there it looks like could be a front three if Nunes left, Salah right, Firmino up front.
Nah, Salah's not out wide.
Midfield three of Elliott. It's hard to tell because they're all.
Salah's just stood in the middle.
They're all bunched up there. It's hard. We'll have to have a look in a minute. Rather than look at. There's two up front by those things. That's a two, and then Firmino in behind.
I think it's Nunes on the left, Firmino on the in attacking mid, and Elliott on the right.
Elliott's very deep.
It's just Harvey Elliott, mate. It could be it could be a 3.
4-3-1-2, I'd say.
Yeah, they're in midfield. Bassi now.
I actually have a lot of the ball.
Goes out wide to Blind. Blind options down the line. Finds Berghuis. He tries to go to Tadic.
So obvious what the plan. Every time it's his left hand down. His left.
I was trying to work out the manager. I was going to say Ten Hag, but he's obviously not. He's obviously not managing Ajax tonight.
Trent's playing left back for some reason.
Vervain crosses it in.
Tadic
tries to head
Why
it.
is Robbo right back?
I think they just switched momentarily. I think Trent got caught out just chasing someone.
I'll say if Trent can't defend on the right, let alone the left.
No, maybe he'll be able to ping it
He's got a
better.
flat head.
I was going to say, probably just stick a football on top of it.
I was going to say, just balances.
Yeah.
Trent is now back on the right and he's taking the throw.
And it kind of divots in the middle as
Poor
well.
touch from Fabinho. Oh, perfect. Oh, no, it's alright. It's a good
Blends, driving forwards, tries to ping one off.
Blimey.
Tadic, headed by Ed and Alvarez, and it's out of play.
Good early pressure from
Potential
Max,
future Chelsea player, should be a Chelsea player now, but that deal fell through on deadline day. So we've got Dennis Zakaria.
Ajax's problem is going to be is while you're on top against Liverpool, you have to score.
Van Dijk, Robbo.
Because Liverpool can just go out the other end and score, make it 1-0. They need to make
Goes inside to Salah, tries to find Robbo. Robbo keeps it on.
Not.
Nunez can't get there. Alvarez plays it forward. And probably putting pressure on Van Dijk, but realistically, he was never getting to that one.
Well,
Timber heads down. Blind now.
Again, our player linked to a Prem move.
Tries to go around Elliot, forced to go back to Pasveer, the 38-year-old man in between the sticks. He then pumps it long. Gomez brings it down nicely. Elliot back to Trent, who is now back again at right back. He's not playing left back, no need to worry. But
Liverpool, where's Robbo gone? That's what I'm saying. Liverpool are back 3 at the moment, Liverpool.
that's what they tend to do though. Fullback plays a little higher. It's definitely a flat forward.
When it goes, but when it goes wrong is when they both go up the fullbacks.
Henderson and it's a weird moment there in the middle of the field where it seems to have got caught out. Nice drive now from Ajax, but it hasn't really come off, and now the ball is returned to Liverpool.
Bad boy's great tackle. Timber hasn't asked Timber went on a round mad.
Klaassen. Blind plays Tadic down the line. Tadic against Elliot and Trent. It's won back by Harvey Elliott. Fabinho, Trent, Fabinho. Goes into Salah. Salah, nice turn to Firmino. And it's cut out. Bassi, very high up the pitch. Nice drive. Goes to Brobby. Brobby, fouled by Henderson. The referee disagrees.
Bassi's still going up front. I thought it was a foul on Brobby. You know?
It's very fluid. Our Ajax system. We're seeing the centre halves bomb forward, try and make a challenge, and then get involved in the attack
That's
if they
what
can.
I like about Brobby is that he brings that fluidity in the quick passing, but he also brings a bit of physicality and a bit.
Yeah, he's got a bit of muscle about him, right, Brobby.
Obviously,
A product of the Leipzig Academy, the Red Bull sort of setup.
I mean, again, we talked about their bench. A lot of really good young talents. Again, who's the big one that I surprised? I didn't actually have.
Blind, Tadic. Tries a dink ball into Berghuis. Gomez cuts it out well. Fabinho now.
I've got to keep it on the floor tonight. That's how they're going to win this game.
Salah. Firmino.
Get any crosses in.
A little sloppy, but does get it to Trent. It's back now with Roberto Firmino. Elliot. Nice turn. But again, he sort of runs out of options. He tries to burst forward there, but doesn't find options. Mane goal, Leverkusen goal. A lot kicking off then. Barca already losing in that game. As I said, I do think it's
playing. Oh, Atleti. Oh, I've got rain all day. Oh, it's disappointing.
So a Leverkusen goal. We'll just double check who those scorers are, what's going on there. But
Mr. Diaby.
big results there.
Good player. Long ball from Blind. Gomez hacks it clear and just manages to reach Henderson.
But yes, Sadio Mane for Bayern Munich.
Sadio Mane.
It's a big goal in that game. But doesn't really matter now for either side.
Oh, he's played.
But it does secure Bayern top.
Salah, ball across.
Pasveer claims. And then Leverkusen Atleti, it's Moussa Diaby there. Atleti returns that flat 4-4-2, just trying to not concede today. But Leverkusen's 3-4-3 looks absolutely mental on paper, but it seems to be working. Diaby one wing, Hudson-Odoi the other, Hlozek in the line.
Put wing backs higher than the
Bakker and Frimpong. But yeah, and Chelsea win 1-0 in their opening group game against KF Villaznia. That's going to be a key one with PSG and Real in the group. Oh yeah. PSG and Real in that group, they do need to get wins quickly.
A big win against PSG.
Yeah, they beat PSG 1-0 last Thursday, and then so yeah, a win today big progress towards making the next stage of the Women's Champions League.
Yeah. And obviously the finalist is PSG. Was PSG even finalist? No, Barcelona.
No, Barcelona.
Also, I mean, obviously Lyon lost their opening game to Arsenal.
But PSG, they've not done. Took a point from Real, lost to Chelsea. It's not an ideal start to their Champions League.
They played Real. They're playing.
What?
Are they playing Real now?
They've played.
Oh, okay.
True.
Van Dijk. That does not surprise me.
Yeah. It's not took long to crack Rangers.
1 every 10 minutes it'll be 9-0. So.
Is it Zielinski? And that's Giovanni Simeone. I doubt even Zielinski and Di Lorenzo are that playing. Di Lorenzo is, Zielinski isn't. I think it's fair to say.
Nice Kvaratskhelia.
Nah, they'll rest tonight.
Oh, that is disappointing.
That's the problem with the Champions League fantasy, is that as soon as we get to like match week 5, no one's playing anymore.
Yeah. Sometimes I subbed, they all also
the top sides.
On the Wednesday, I subbed out all my Tuesday players that scored points. So I've now thrown away loads of points, but never mind. Salah, all the way back to that. Liverpool haven't really done.
Van Dijk.
They haven't had to do anything yet.
Here is Joe Gomez. Goes across. Back to Virgil van Dijk.
Slower than you think for Liverpool.
Well, they're building up slow. I hope to bring it forwards quickly, but the thing cut out is the Mexican right back, I believe, Sanchez. He's Mexican, isn't
he? Yeah. So, I don't know. I think so.
Could be Colombian, but
I don't know.
He's not Ecuadorian, no.
The
Villa player, we've got Emery, we've got Emery, we've got Emery.
What an appointment. Absolute.
I'll be interested to see how he gets on. Very interesting.
But I knew the Villa board would get someone big. He wasn't even linked. No links anywhere. And then bang, Emery.
Yeah, it was sort of quite quick, but I agree. It was quite quick between that initial, something could happen here too, it's announced.
Yeah. It was like,
Smart
Pop said
official
no,
business.
Tuchel said no, Thomas Frank said no, everyone said no.
Yeah, I mean, they're ambitious with Frank. I never saw Frank making that switch.
Even Poch and Tuchel were very ambitious as well.
Less so because they're out of roles, and they're not at Brentford.
Well done for Tim.
Like if you're at Brentford, you're in for the project. You're not like expecting to win trophies in the next few years.
You're not leaving unless they make you leave. Oh, I was unlucky there.
Fairbairn, Sanchez. That's what I was going to check. Where he comes from.
Down line to Fairbairn. Can he beat Van Dijk? He can't. Surprisingly, Van Dijk has to kick it out for Ajax throw.
He is Mexican. I was spot on the first time. Things we'll have to say.
Sanchez on the throw now.
But yeah, about a quarter of an hour in. Not a lot has happened.
Yeah,
Ajax definitely should have scored a few moments in since then. Both sides haven't really created anything of any real quality. There's certainly been chances, but nothing too outstanding. Ajax do have a free kick in a good position here, though. Apparently, it rebounded off of Jordan Henderson's arm.
Anyway, this one is great. Oh yeah, no, I'm not disappointed. I'm actually buzzing.
He won 5 Europe Leagues in a row.
I am very, very excited. I'm glad. I don't think it's a better manager we could have got.
Did lose Europa League final to Chelsea, but on the flip side, Champions League semi-finalist last year.
I think he'll prove everyone wrong, and I think he'll do really well.
Good delivery, Bassi can't get there. Henderson cuts out, and Robbo clears. Salah tries to bring it down, Klaassen wins it back.
And therefore I see David Klaassen tackle Mo Salah.
Berghuis forced to go back to Pasveer.
It's very high. So to say.
Pasveer
Ooh, left that one late.
pumps
That's
it forward.
a good one,
Robbie trying to beat Gomez to it. Alisson comes out, and then he lets it run to his penalty area before picking it up. Obviously, he doesn't just pick it up in the middle of the pitch. That would be problematic.
Run to it. Like
Henderson, Robertson tries to play forward, but Bergwijn cuts it out. Bergwijn to Berghuis. Slots Claudio Sanchez down the line. Can he get it first time into the box? Alisson stops it, getting to Tadic.
Bit slow.
Yeah.
And mate, it was hard because he couldn't have put that any further away from the goal kick because they ran onto it. But what I actually didn't really want to win the ball back high up the pitch, and then one run.
Arguably first, yeah. He does play it first time, but it seems to be a bit sooner.
Could have seen someone run on the edge for a cutback.
Or yeah, or actually hang on to the ball potentially a little more. But they've won it back here. Ajax in a good area. Berghuis pops one off. It's not far away from goal at all.
Alisson, a great
Very decent from Steven Berghuis, the Dutch winger who's currently operating in central midfield.
Alisson
We know he
did
can
not
hit
look
from
worried.
that sort of range, and that's not a bad effort.
Again, Ajax have got to take these chances.
And Napoli have a second.
God. Oh, well, I feel sorry for Rank. No, I don't, but...
And Simeone has a second, and Di Lorenzo got the assist for the first. Things we love to
get
see.
in there.
And the second one is a header. So hopefully that's exactly the same goal.
Surely get more points for, like, crossing.
What?
I don't know. I need more Di Lorenzo points.
Bonus points for crossing. You have just copied my team this
No,
week.
I haven't. I took a massive gamble on Napoli.
Right.
And didn't take a gamble on PSG.
When they're already finished in their
damn,
group.
I don't know. Ball out wide to... Who's this?
Tadic, options in the centre,
Goes round
goes to
where Blind is right
Bervain. Bervain, into
Good
Tadic.
feet. Knocks
Goes
it,
across.
touch, bet.
Here's Claudio Sanchez. It's a good effort, but Alisson's able to claim it well.
He can really, like, his first touch didn't really get out of his feet enough to have a good strike.
No, not really.
Kind of got stuck under him, and he had to take another one. Good effort though.
No, it's decent
I
power behind
thought it
it.
was straight Alisson, it wasn't. It was a good save.
Yeah, Simeone double. Giovanni Simeone is doing well.
Okay.
Substituting in for Victor Osimhen tonight.
Probably gets
Van Dijk goes to Robbo. Nunes tries to control it, but it is Darwin Nunes and it's out of play.
Sounds Liverpool throw then.
Oh, okay, it must have come off a nice play then, or it deemed
Nunes'
to be.
touch isn't that bad.
Well,
Sometimes.
maybe he forgot to touch it and it touched the Ajax defender behind him.
He just missed the ball completely and got lucky. Robbo on the throw take this time.
That should be a yellow, come on,
Still
ref.
hasn't thrown the ball. And he just
Scotsman
goes to the long
does
throw
get it up the
and
line. Sanchez cuts it out. Salah could get there, but Bassi stops it just
got time to bring
before
it
he can bring it down.
He-
Blind, bringing it forward with purpose, plays it into potentially Davy Klaassen.
Oh, no, legs on it.
Headed into the air by Van Dijk. Actually going to let that run out of play. Throw an opportunity. I think he might drop this to Blind. Does drop it to Blind. Blind saunter over, pick it up, throw it to Berghuis. Berghuis back to Blind, back to Berghuis. Sorry, Alvarez, not Berghuis. Goes to Sanchez. Sanchez out wide to Bervain. Bervain finds Berghuis. He wanted to ping it into someone in the middle, but it's now it had to go across to Tadic on the left. Tries to turn his man, can't. Goes back to Bassi. Bassi now to Pasveer, forced all the way back
That's
here.
good
Ajax
press
by
from
Liverpool's
Liverpool.
press, exactly.
Very smart.
Timber, Bassi,
Oh, playing themselves into a little bit of trouble there, Ajax.
Trent zips it into Elliott, and that's
They've
not
got
come
the
off.
space on the other side of the pitch.
But yeah, Pasveer goes back to Calvin Bassi. Bassi, ball cut out by Gomez. Alvarez
They keep
gets it up
forcing
in the
it
air and
left
it's
for
out
some
of
reason.
play.
They keep forcing themselves into trouble and then just punting it along.
Is the Europa League a terrible thing for Ajax?
I don't think so, because I think they can win it.
Yeah, but equally, obviously, funding Champions League is massive. Everyone wants that sort of money. But you remember the last time they were in the Europa League, of course, 2018, they won it.
Yeah.
That guaranteed them a spot into the Champions League next year. Fabinho, Nunez chests it down, puts it back up in the air. Fabinho can't win it over Alvarez, and it's played forward and out of play. Klopp is not happy about something.
I was like, first 20 minutes has not been great
Do
for
you reckon it's the
Liverpool.
pitch, the conditions, the wind,
Injuries,
the weather, the air molecules, all injuries?
fans,
Yeah,
Too
potentially they're
loud.
too noisy. Or too boisterous.
sideboards distract them.
Or too negative.
His technical area's too small.
Or too big.
Or too big, yeah.
Or too white.
The Ajax manager's too close to him.
Anyway, enough of Jurgen Klopp's plethora of excuses. Trent zips it throws it forward to Nunez. Nunez chests it well, and that's cleared by Ajax. Klaassen moves out to Fabinho. Firmino then wins it in the air. Timber. Elliott loses out. Ajax can come forwards now. Berghuis. Brobby tries to flick it to Bervain. Bervain tries to get it back to Klaassen, can't. Elliott wins back, and it's very messy from Liverpool.
His attack
Hard to has the ball most this game, but
why
he's now
Ajax
back
are
with
so good at winning
Ajax.
the ball back because they
Tadic, find Blind can't get there, and Gomez.
Every time they win the ball back, it's because they've got 2 or 3 players round the Liverpool player. That's when they win the ball back. They're not trying to play individually. They tackle as a 2 or a 3 and win the ball back.
They press in sort of like smothers.
Yeah.
They just all swarm around.
Good ball from Joe Gomez. Can
Nunez can't beat Pasveer. Pasveer does almost decapitate his right back.
But his right back is alright and still has his head.
So positives all round, really.
Yeah.
Still got a headless right back.
Probably still do better than trying defensively. Pasveer goes long.
Brobby can't beat Gomez in the air. Alvarez heads it forward though. Brobby can't put pressure on Van Dijk because Gomez is in his way. Atleti goal. 1-1 is it there?
Who's got the goal?
Well, that's the all-important question. A goal, but for who, Chris Kamara? Well, unfortunately, Chris Kamara isn't here, but I'll try and find out.
That's really good from Fairvane. Plays it to Klaassen on the right. Klaassen gets it in there. It's hit straight into Van Dijk's head. It's a corner.
Someone's head. It's Yannick Carrasco. Marseille also have an equaliser. Good news for Tottenham, bad news for neutrals. It's a goal from Matteo Guendouzi, ultimately helping out his former side's rivals.
To say. Ball in from Berghuis, claimed by Alisson. Nice goal.
Enough to make more set
now
piece, I feel
I've
like.
got to work their way
Trent
back.
switches it, tries to switch it back. Berghuis heads it back, and Sporting have got a goal at Tottenham.
Oh, wow.
It's a goal for Sporting from former Tottenham Academy graduate Marcus Edwards.
Tottenham get battered, everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered.
Things we have to say.
Everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not kicking off in every other game than the one we're watching. There's been a goal in every other match.
Oh, Pasveer under pressure, he's forced to put it out for a
And in
try.
most, there's been 2. We'll just check that fact to be true.
And in the one game we're watching, there's been none.
Nothing's happened in AJAX Liverpool. Every other game, a plethora of action to be described. In this one,
Tottenham Sporting, watch that.
yeah, I think Spurs conceded. Well, if Sporting have scored, Spurs must have conceded. So I think so. Alvarez has to go back to Pasveer. Pasveer takes a touch and then just sort of dinks it into
it wasn't
no
a
man's
long
land.
ball, but it wasn't like a short one.
Yeah, exactly. It was just dinked into that danger zone, that sort of grey area of the pitch.
That's a long ball over the top of Trent to Tadic. Can you beat Trent now? He can't. That was easy. He's literally just changed direction and he
turned and Trent went, can't be arsed. Fair enough, mate.
That's class.
I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming. As soon as he made a little pass.
I've held off for 23 minutes. You can't it?
Tries to like
that was clapping from Glass.
Mate, it'll tell your team to wake up, bro. Wait, what?
Who's Matip? Betis on tomorrow.
Let's say.
Lloris's terrible goalkeeping again. Wow. Is it time for Fraser Forster to get a run out?
All serious, I think they should replace him with Alban Font.
Yeah.
Give him a shot at the big time. It would hurt me as a non-fan.
Navas.
Yeah, Keylor Navas is a good option, especially considering he'll probably be available for about a tenner.
He's just sitting on the BSC bench doing nothing.
Or if they maybe they'll give them to him if they get Harry Kane to do a promotion about Qatar.
Yeah.
Like David Beckham and Gary Neville have. Mind you, if Harry Kane doesn't, no one will understand what he's saying anyway, so maybe that's the best. What was that?
That's Harry Kane impression.
No, it definitely wasn't. He just speaks with a lisp. You just did some old bloke who doesn't really know what's going on anymore. Here's your
I'm actually a Tottenham fan too. I don't tell you team to wake up.
No, I'm asleep, mate.
Giorgio Marmadashvili.
Oh, he's a baller.
Yeah, Anatoly Trubin.
The amount of FM saves that man, I've had that man waiting for a work permit.
I usually get one for just in there straight away.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely turn from Edson Alvarez.
Jorginho. Wow. Jordan Henderson.
That was Jorginho-esque. From Henderson.
I was going to say, turn on running past the player.
Yeah, that's really good from Edson Alvarez. That's the kind of spinning I want to see at Chelsea.
I'd love to see Jorginho do that.
I want Edson Alvarez, not... Oh,
Yeah,
Jorginho
also
to become
like
a
that
different
too.
player.
Oh, Bassey's... No, don't count.
Right, Ajax are just
Spinning.
faking everyone out every 5 seconds here. Berghuis sprays it out wide. Blind,
Now I guess he can fake
touchdown,
defending.
decent from Daily Blind. Goes to
Robbie's
Robbie.
got so much space. Because that's what he drops deep, and the centre half don't follow him.
No, they don't need to, because look what he's created.
Link up.
Timber,
It's a long game.
Sanchez,
Now I need that stay. That's I need that run forward there. When Bergwijn gets it.
Berghuis. Tries to find
Forced it.
Bergwijn, but cut out by Andrew bloody Robertson, mate. Robertson. Frankfurt goal.
Another one.
That's
Just chase chat.
That's big for that group.
Again, does that put Tottenham... That puts Tottenham third.
All over the place, mate.
Second.
Puts Tottenham in a bin.
I mean, first one a big...
Kolo Muani. Randall Kolo Muani. Former non-striker, joined Frankfurt at the start of last year. Well, the start of the season just gone, sorry. It's put Sporting top on 9, then Tottenham 7, Frankfurt 7, Marseille 6.
Wow. Oh, really good. Really, really good from Sanchez.
So if Tottenham were to
And then-
lose to Marseille next week, they would be out of the Champions League. And if Frankfurt beat Sporting, then Tottenham would be out of Europe.
Yeah, Berghuis fouled there. And that is for an Ajax free kick. Firmino just trips him up when they're running back. Oh, I don't know, actually. I think that's soft. Oh, there's the turn from Edson Alvarez.
It's different gravy.
Get him on the plane to London
Yes.
in January.
Maybe we can fly back with the Liverpool crew and
think
just
not
get a connecting,
yeah, I was gonna say.
a little bus.
Or train.
No,
Okay.
I
Bus.
don't trust trains.
Bus from Liverpool from Merseyside.
An armoured vehicle, let's protect him all the way to
I was
Chelsea.
gonna say.
Yeah, it's not that didn't happen in the summer, which happened in
Yeah,
January though.
really.
Edson Alvarez to Chelsea would be a very good acquisition.
Oh, we play the other defensive midfielder that we loaned in. But he's just Zachariah. I don't know where he is.
I've seen him.
Just not playing.
I know, I've seen him sat on the bench a lot, man.
Yeah. Poor sod. He came to England thinking, I'm going to play some football for Chelsea, and he's just sat on the
I'm going to
bench.
get Champions League action, not have to play for Juventus. Things we'll have to see.
Even I'd rather be at Chelsea sitting on the bench at Juventus right now.
Maybe he's the difference.
No. Not.
Well, he is a defensive midfielder, and Juve are struggling defensively and offensively
They do that Paul
and
Pogba.
in general. Yeah, but he's injured, isn't
Oh, that's the problem. Should have
he?
said.
Mate, they've lost Ramsey to Nice.
Rabiot is just.
He's just
Oh,
not great.
Salah,
Salah,
good
well
block.
blocked by
Alvarez,
Alvarez.
Bassey
Bassey
gets the
beats
second
Nunes in the
one.
air. Sanchez gets it clear. Leverkusen have a second at Atleti. Mate, this would be very, very bad for Atletico
Bergwijn
Madrid.
loses it. Robbo to Elliott to Alexander-Arnold. He crosses it. It's caught by Patwoo. Yeah, it was caught by Patwoo in the end.
But a Leverkusen win tonight, by the way. For those wondering what that would do to that group, would result in Atletico Madrid being knocked out of the Champions League and would require Atleti to win next week at Porto to have any European football. While also and even then they need Club Brugge to lose to Leverkusen. Just yeah, I did get that the right way around.
Oh, Bergwijn's passed the ball there and then gone down. That's not good for Ajax. This is right near, he's saying. I think, I don't know. His leg right, something on his right hand side. He's back out again.
It seems to be his hip.
He kicked the ball and then went down. He's still. Oh no, Robert came from the back of him.
Yeah, give him a cheeky little shove. And then he felt like his lower back.
Yeah, and then changed. I don't really know what happened there. I think he's got a need in the
He's also become huge since he left Tottenham.
Wow, his calves are massive.
Okay. As for in general, he just looks a bit. His frame's a bit more.
Muscular.
Yeah.
Just like doing Blair.
Unit. Have a little flick on from Tadic. Brobby trying to run with the ball, and then just gets
yellow card.
just gets thrown to the floor by Jack Gomez.
That's WWE style. Hasn't picked up a card for it. 2-2. Come on. Aston Villa woman. Equaliser Everton woman. Robbie, yeah, I mean, he's grabbed hold of shit.
Another unit.
Right.
I actually like, we've not got enough units.
They've got some really strong players.
Everyone's getting in the gym for all of the summer.
There, wham.
So if we give them big cast, we can send them for 100 mil to Man City.
Whee.
Claudio Sanchez.
Oh, how have you done that?
And then hopefully get him an English passport.
It's now 3-2 Everton.
Oh, what a game there. In every game, literally every football match other than the one we're watching. There's so much going on. And
League Cup, but it works like the Cup of Johns. So it finished 1-1 and then penalties. But obviously football has a field day when it goes to penalty.
That just goes to show.
Henderson, it's over everyone, and that is poor.
And Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting has scored for Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Barca need to retire from football.
Right, I said Barca are going to get absolutely whitewashed today. You said not.
No, I didn't say they weren't. I said it was still be a good game.
Oh, okay.
So it's hilarious to watch right now. Should we tell you?
Because we're watching this ball first. Navri's on a double of assists. Mane and Choupo-Moting with the goals.
Shows he has a good goal scorer. Because he's played like Sandhouse. I don't know.
Who's that? Mane?
No,
Choupo-Moting. Wait, Choupo-Moting giving the Ballon d'Or.
Redemption arc from the low leagues of Stoke to missing an absolute open goal whilst he went viral. With
The
PSG.
loan move? He was on a permanent to Stoke. He then moved on.
I said the low.
Oh, the
Like
low.
the horrific. Like, terrible. Who did he get loaned from? Who did he get permanent from? Who did they buy him from?
PSG. So he was at Stoke. Big mighty Stoke.
Oh yeah, then he went to PSG.
And then on a free, he got signed to PSG, lost the Champions League, and left on a free, and got signed by Bayern Munich.
Who won the Champions? They must have seen some potential from his bench appearance.
I don't know. I can't imagine he got on. Can't imagine they went, let's get Mbappe off.
He just was so good at sitting on the bench. They thought, yeah.
And Choupo-Moting on to change the game.
First half an hour, nothing to shout. Since Burgoy's hit the post, we've seen nothing.
For clubs though that are in like those leagues, the leagues where they expect to win every year by a whitewash, he's a perfect second striker.
Yeah.
He doesn't command a big wage. He's certainly not going to kick up a fuss.
He's happy to win the title every year.
He's like Martin Braithwaite, and people will question why they're playing at top clubs. But why would you go and pick up like a Julian Alvarez when your first choice striker should be playing every game anyway?
Yeah.
Unless obviously in the case of City they've played him out wide at times. We know Haaland has a few injury problems, so having a second striker makes sense. They also bought Alvarez before Haaland, so maybe they didn't know if Haaland would become available or not. Because obviously they expect to be contested harder than just Chelsea going, yeah, fine, whatever. And also because they were obviously in the transfer embargo.
No.
Alvarez just capitulated trying to beat Salah in the air.
I say, like glitched.
Robbo, here's Henderson.
Liverpool's been teasing them all in the
Firmino.
box here.
Fabinho, Henderson, Robertson, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Van Dijk,
Right.
sprays it out wide. Here's Andrew Robertson. Tries to find. Oh no, here's Andrew Robertson. That's Roberto Firmino slotting it
Onto
through.
a corner, doesn't get a corner, and now there's an angry Scottish left back. I don't want to see a goal for Liverpool, that's the problem. But I just want to see a bit more action, some more shots.
My Wi-Fi's struggling so much that I just thought Roberto Firmino was Andrew Robertson.
Robbo, yeah, just smashed into the side, man.
Pasby's such a good keeper compared to what I thought he'd be like.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Liverpool fans. I mean, they've all fallen asleep as well.
Yeah, 11 minutes left of the half. And BT Sport are advertising a very interesting game on Saturday between Leicester City and Manchester City. Now, we wouldn't usually do a random Saturday morning stream, but we will be here from 12 o'clock. We might even be doing some birthday celebrations, so join us there.
Ranieri.
Yeah. So that should be a good stream. Join us there on Saturday morning.
Hopefully, a little bit more goal action.
Hopefully,
Or just action.
Brobby
Here
pushes
we go.
Van Dijk.
This is the big chance.
Klaassen.
Oh,
Gomez, big challenge. Brobby Can he get to the ball? He can. It's a good delivery. It falls to Dusan
Tadic.
Tadic. Oh, it's blocked by Trent.
He's got to play it to Burvane.
I can't believe Ajax haven't scored. It's
How
two
am I
big
actually not scoring
chances
this
now.
game?
Two big chances.
How have they
Liverpool
not
under
scored
the
this
cosh
game?
somewhat now. Alisson. Can he pump it long? He will go to Robbo.
Ajax have done everything but put it in the goal now.
He's just put it in the face of Claudio Sanchez. But yeah, Tadic should have finished that one.
Kudi's finishing it.
Oh, controversial.
Or just play it to Burvane.
Equally.
Play it across to Burvane.
Kudus in that Bobby role doesn't
Yeah.
do as well as Bobby's been doing.
Very true. But Alice...
Nunes and Bassi.
Good for
Bassi's done
Bassi.
so well. Nunes spent more time like trying.
Oh,
What
get
is
up.
that?
He's given a foul.
How? Is
Oh,
that
someone's
was
thrown
nowhere
their pipe.
near him?
Someone's just thrown their
It's a
pipe.
2-0 Chelsea. Sam Kerr with the first. The second one hasn't been updated yet by Football, but
Or they stopped it for a head.
strong showing so far. From
Let's
the
see
Chelsea
what
women's
he's...
team.
So what's actually hit him then? Oh no, he went down... If you watch it, he went down so late.
Brown probably does well there. Quite aggressive against Van
Yeah,
Dijk. That's
I think I wanna
Joe
rewatch
Gomez
it.
tries to
I
just
want-
clear
can
it, but he
he-
cans it into
Does
class.
Burvane get an opportunity to play it across? Yes. Got to play to Burvane.
In that role, every single forward shooting.
Oh yeah, I know. He's annoyed with himself. He knows he should have scored.
He shouldn't have put it so low though. He should have gone for corners
Roof
there.
in that corner.
Just calmly place it into
Anything,
the top
just,
corner.
yeah.
So he's sort of panicked. He's just rushed the shot and it's gone straight at the goalkeeper. Well, straight at Trent, who was sort of turning
Oh, it's
awkwardly near
1-2
Alisson.
touch football and Timbo with a good spin there and Fabinho rings him down.
Just got a
good
tactical
football
foul,
there from Ajax, yeah. Because if not, Timber spun him and they're gone again. Oh, fight's kicking off now.
Jurgen Timber, a remarkable footballer. I'd love him at Chelsea. But do we need him? Probably not. But he could do a job in middle midfield. He can play
Robbo's
right back. He can play centre half.
What's happened though? Ajax are on top. They've had a few chances. They've got Liverpool rattled. They just need to get that goal.
Yeah, and that is the big difference because obviously Ajax, two big chances in this game, could certainly have more if they just had that clinicality. If some of their players could just finish those chances that realistically should definitely be goals.
3-0 Chelsea.
I've just seen that as well. So it's a very strong performance from them. But yeah, 8 minutes left of the half. Do you think we'll see a goal?
I hope so. That'd be nice too. wouldn't
For my
it?
sanity, the fact that this is the
Yes,
one the Champions League game we're covering is the
If
dullest
you watch
one.
any other game, even all the
Always
games
is.
before this, would have goals in it.
If another goal goes in for Sporting, we're switching over to
Oh yeah, it goes
celebrate
2-0 Sporting. We are right on that.
quickly. See how it went in. Although Sam Kerr double and Pernilla Harder put Chelsea's women's side ahead against KF Villasny.
You'd expect a big win there.
Yeah, which will help with goal difference and put them 2 points ahead of the rest of the group.
Yeah, it's just bouncing around at the moment. It's a bit of game
Bassi.
of heads and volleys.
Henderson.
Still hasn't hit the floor. in ages.
Alvarez.
Still hasn't hit the floor. There's the floor, but he headed it into the floor. Don't count.
Trent puts it up in the air. Robbie putting pressure on Van Dijk. Burvane putting pressure on Van Dijk.
Well. Robbie wins that back.
Probably, yeah.
Burvane didn't really
Jordan
have to do it.
Henderson. What's he going to do with it? Kick it at Sanchez. I was really expecting this stunning outside the boot pass from Jordan Henderson. Instead, he just sort of leathers it at the bloke in front of him.
6 minutes. Will we see a breakthrough? I really hope we do see a breakthrough. Ajax fans are not happy about this Liverpool taking their time.
Yeah, they're slow on it, but that's what Liverpool need to know. They don't need to push hard. They don't need to risk conceding.
The draw puts them through.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what they're going for, realistically. Trent running in behind, Pasveer claims well. But yeah. And then Trent tried to square up to Pasveer, but Pasveer's a unit. So he just looked at him and Trent back down. Here is Pasveer. Plays it forwards, Fabinho cuts out. It's another wasteful clearance from him. He does sort of just put it in this zone here. And the sort of the edge of the half, so not quite into the opposition's half, not quite You know, not out wide or anything, just sort of in this
Oh,
Fabinho
Elliot.
role.
Good save from Passport. Oh my god.
Almost spilled as the path of Mo Salah, but he does manage to reclaim it.
Yeah. Well, Elliot. Not bad.
Pass one off, not bad effort at all. Passport
Was
gets
down
down well. Buffet does really, really well to gather that one. Could it have been easily spilled?
Really good how I play there from Tadic.
Tadic. Edson Alvarez
Spots
spots Claudio Sanchez.
Burvain's
And now Burvain's made that run
balls to go Burvain
in the gap.
Because now
It's
he's
got to be
taken
quicker
too long
from
and now he's
Sanchez.
going
And that's
full
what,
backwards.
yeah.
He's got to go Burvain.
Sporting goal.
No way.
We're heading over there. Hopefully there's not a goal in the Ajax Liverpool game in the
What's happened? We
meantime.
need to know. Oh, you tricked us.
Mate. Mathieu.
Mate, that's just not funny.
Unless we're slightly behind, hang on.
Oh, yeah, but Tottenham are attacking.
Well, you never know. It is Tottenham, isn't it?
Check the phone, check all the apps. I think he's
I think
having us on. You're having us
You're a
on.
waffle merchant.
You're having us on. You're having us on. That's not funny. What minute?
Good. Now my Champions League apps decide to just
God.
be slow. Oh, and foot mob.
Oh, why is everything gone? Oh, stream's also gone to poo.
Ah, Wi-Fi's just died a death. Brilliant. Right, hopefully we're... I don't know.
No, this is
Red things.
that's back.
Yellow. Yay, we're back.
Hang on, turn mine
Well,
on.
Liverpool scored in the meantime.
Oh, you're joking.
Right, hang on. We'll go back to Liverpool. We're trying to see the Sporting goal. Mattio's had us on. It's a big error. Salah puts it past Pasveer and it's 1-0 Liverpool.
Alright, so right there,
course
guys.
we missed it.
We are back. Matteo has tricked us. Liverpool scored, and we are all very sad.
It's poor from the Ajax defenders. Salah gets between them and dinks over Pasveer. And that's game over, really, isn't it?
Well, we should have never. Why did we turn up? Why? They're determined for us to not see a goal tonight.
Mate, Matteo actually, man.
It was a replay. Not funny.
Human.
Oh, no, it's a bit. Oh, you may have missed this goal as well. Oh, I'm fuming. Mega, I'm fuming.
3 minutes left of the half.
Mo Salah, running down the wing. 6 goals makes them look so good, but they play Rangers.
He did score a hat-trick, didn't he, against Rangers?
I can't believe it. I need to see a goal tonight. I cannot put up with not seeing a goal tonight. I'm getting trolled by replays now. Oh dear.
Bare vein. Kudus.
4-0 Chelsea won.
That's right, Timber drives forward. Don't know why I thought of Kudus, he's not even on the pitch. Gomez.
Time out Matteo. No. It appears he tricked himself as well. Oh, Robbo spun.
Hide from channel, that's a bannable offence.
Sliding, Firmino, sliding.
Nunez is
what
at
a
the
miss.
post.
What a miss.
We're not going to see a goal.
3 yards
Darwin
out,
Nunez
open
made
goal.
sure he's
That
not
is going to
gonna
end
see a
up
goal.
all over social media and TikTok. And Nunez is
Nunez, saviour of the Red Score and assistant.
Oh, that
Unless
is
it's a
brilliant.
3 yards.
That is brilliant. He just smashed the post from a couple yards out, open goal. Haaland's better than you.
Mate, it's not worse than the Shakhtar one last night.
God.
Madrid squares it, the guy tries to take a touch and he touches it off the pitch when it's an open
So
goal.
this boy meant to do something. What? Hit the post from 3 yards out?
That's a touch.
Dear.
To be fair, I hadn't seen him before that. Henderson tries to get Salah in, but pass fair.
Okay, that was funny. Bigly, now Liverpool 1-0. I can't try to see him getting a goal.
No, the Chelsea goal's been chalked off. It's only 3-0 for their women's side against Villas now.
It's like we can break a record for how many goals we score in a game. Champions League.
400,000.
Probably.
Bare vein.
This is good. I think
Larson.
Ajax haven't played badly.
Here's Robertson.
Just one lapse in concentration and Liverpool scored.
Passing forward, Darwin Nunez now.
That
Yes. Oh, it's been cut out by Timber.
is a shame.
He is
And
going
Timber's just
down
cut-
and he is yelling Timber. Jorginho.
1 minute at a
Van
time.
Dijk. It's an additional minute.
Oh. Well, said we'd see a goal. Technically, we haven't seen a goal, but there is a goal in the game. But so, 40 seconds. Elliot to Fabinho.
Can he get a ball in? Nope.
Don't really know what that
It's
was.
a corner.
Liverpool make it 2 for half time.
Nunes can't quite believe he's missed it, and we're going to see a cheeky little replay. Joe Gomez switches the play very nicely, and Andrew Robertson drives into a lovely bit of space, spots the brilliant run of Roberto Firmino. Firmino plays it across the box, and Darwin Nunes smashes it into the post.
Genuinely, it's not even goals, though.
It's Firmino-esque vibes, man. He's come over from a country where he was dominating, even did decently in Europe, but just lack of confidence, promising start, then a lack of confidence, some big mistakes. In the case of Timo, it's missing some sitters. In the case of Nunes, it was headbutt and Joachim Anderson, and then missing sitters.
Yeah. And doing both at the same time.
Half time at Tottenham Sporting, it's 1-0 Sporting at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it's half time here.
I'm going to get some food quickly and then you can take some.
Taylor on form. Barca are awful. By on form, do you mean it's a normal Anthony Taylor performance in that he's given 9 red cards that weren't deserved? Well, to be fair, Taylor's done well recently. In some of the more recent games he's refereed, he's looked better. Half-time Tottenham 0, Sporting 1. Surprise result, but good result. Things we love to see. Sporting can see that one through. Tottenham can see themselves eliminated from the Champions League. Obviously, we do still have one more game week to go, where if they were to win that, tonight's result wouldn't really matter. I don't think. Well, I guess I know. It's only if Frankfurt win, and Tottenham were to win next week, they'd still go above Sporting. So no, we do need Tottenham to lose or to not win both weeks for them to be knocked out because of who they play. But yeah, overall, at the moment, Tottenham would drop to 3rd, wouldn't they? Or at least joint 2nd in terms of goal differential. Yeah, so Sporting would sit top on 9, then it would be Tottenham 7th. So Tottenham 2nd on 7, Frankfurt 3rd on 7 as well, but a -2 goal difference for them, while Tottenham have 0, means that obviously Tottenham are ahead, and then Marseille are bottom for 6. And also, I think Frankfurt's head-to-head record against Tottenham is terrible. I think they've lost both their games against Tottenham, so that's why they're below. Drawing a loss. So yeah, head-to-head's a bit of a strange one, but it does kind of make more sense than goal difference. Because goal difference doesn't compare two teams, compares how badly they've been beaten by the big clubs. So I think they should introduce it to the Premier League head-to-head. You have head-to-head, and then if they've drawn both games or one each, or the level, then it goes to goal difference and stuff like that. Numbers and shit. The thing is, Anthony Taylor's done well recently, but yeah, he does have a few bad performances in him. Harriet's now back. He's struggling to open a door, though. Or come through a door. But yeah. Well, I'll take a moment's break and then we'll get into some analysis of that first half and expectations for the second half, because I do think if we get some good subs going, Ajax could definitely bring this back. Getting to conceding the manner they did, because they were looking the better side. Obviously, some goal-scoring opportunities, definitely should have put some away, but didn't. Anyway, welcome back, Harry. If you're able to take over, I will be back in just a moment. Half time on the Champions League games, we'll run through them all when we get back, and then analysis and all that. Feel free to talk about whatever you want. It's a big platform, utilise it.
Ow. Good start. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool, so undeserved. So undeserved as always. I mean, Ajax with a much better side for the whole of the half. I mean, big chances. Berghuis hit the post, Tadic hit one straight at Trent, and there's been other opportunities where they've managed to get through on goal and not do much with it or create a chance, but they can't get that final pass or that final shot away. And I mean, I feel Ajax, clinicality. They lack clinicality, and it's really let them down here, because they could have been 2 or 3 up, and then Liverpool are completely out of the game. But they didn't put away their chances, and Liverpool get one sniff. It's a lapse of concentration from Ajax, and suddenly Liverpool find themselves leading through Mo Salah. But yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's expecting Liverpool win, but looking at the way the first half went, you say Ajax should be winning this, and they're not. So it's a big shame, but it looks like Liverpool, I mean, they only need a draw. It'd be a big performance from Ajax and a terrible one from Liverpool if Ajax were to win this now. But who knows, football is football at the end of the day, you know, could see an upset on the cards. Been top of the group, first, 8th forever run. Very, very true. Only the best teams do top of their group. Had some nice scoring tonight. Yeah, I mean, always had very good potential. Always show signs of promise. And to be fair, out at Leverkusen, he's starting to show that. He's really linking up. Same with Werner. Werner at Leipzig, you know, showed signs of promise, but never really put that into the games. But now at Leipzig, he's tearing it up. So that's a shame to see, but equally it's good. You know, it's nice to see him, you know, playing well again. But wish it was in a Chelsea shirt. In terms of the other games, I mean, obviously we'll run through them in a minute. But Sporting beating Tottenham. If that is to stay the same way, Tottenham will be in a big spot of bother. Because they will be joint second in their group, and it will go down to the final game week. So they really do not want that to happen. They really want to wrap it up tonight and get their win. But as it stands, they will be in big trouble. That's the other game on our scoreboard. Bayern Munich tearing apart Barcelona as expected. Could even get worse. Barcelona confirmed out of the Europa League, obviously because Inter beat Victoria Plzen earlier. But they should get Europa League, so it'll be Barcelona into the Europa League. Atleti losing to Leverkusen. As it stands, they're out of the Champions League. Big teams getting knocked down as it stands, and it's going to create a really good Europa League, but you could also say that it's going to create a weaker Champions League. And I know still your big sides, but you also got a few, you know, underdogs in there. Club Brugge look good, but you'd still count them as a minnow. You know, I think Porto or Leverkusen or whoever else gets through from that group, it's going to come down to that. But yeah, just watching the goal back here. Claudio Sanchez loses his header. Henderson's in. Timber's gone up. Bassi is marking Nunez, which means nobody picks up Salah, and he's left alone. He just dinks it over past here and gives Liverpool the lead. Outside the boot, cross from Henderson's pretty nice, and it's a really good finish from Salah with his left foot. I mean, that's the Salah we saw a couple of years ago. Tearing it up. That's not a couple of years ago, last year. Tearing it up. That was a really good finish, but Ajax would feel. I mean, they couldn't blame themselves. In football, you've got to take your chances, and they haven't done that, and they're losing. So, that's their own fault. You've got to take your chances. Tadic should have scored. Berghuis should have scored. They've had other opportunities where they just haven't got that final pass in. And here we go, there's Berghuis hitting the post after about a minute, that was. Really good chance, really good from Bobby. Berghuis, great first touch, and then just tries to sneak it between Alisson and the post, and he hits the post. Here's another chance, I forgot, I haven't thought about. Berghuis driving in, has a shot, just wide. Could have got that on target. Wasn't a bad effort, but could have hit the target. Here's the big one that I was talking about, the Tadic one. Really good play down his right hand side. Robbie gets it here. He's running down the right, crosses it in. Tadic, great first touch. Then he just hits it straight at Trent. He's got to go to the keeper's left. Because if he goes to the keeper's right where the space is, or he's got to pass it across. He's just hit it straight at where Trent and Alisson are. That's the problem. They've got to be more clinical. They've got to try and hit the areas that aren't covered by the goalkeeper. But wasting their chances, and they've been made to pay for it. Liverpool lead at the Johan Cruyff Arena. I don't know if Ajax will turn it around now. It'll be a big task, but who knows? They could do it. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to run through the second half scores as Jack hasn't got back yet. So let me just get them up quickly. Also, a lot of early kickoffs. Obviously, Group A that we're watching, as we said, obviously we know Liverpool are beating Ajax. Napoli 2-up at Rangers at half time. Giovanni Simeone double there. That should be a comfortable win for the Serie A leaders. Earlier, Porto beating Club Brugge 4-0. Doesn't matter for Club Brugge, they're already through. Big win for Porto. As it stands, Atletico Madrid losing to Bayer Leverkusen, and that would leave Atletico Madrid out of the Champions League. Still could qualify for the Europa League though, but it would be a tough task. Inter beat Pleasant 4-0 earlier. That confirmed Barcelona getting knocked to the Europa League, and speaking of Barcelona losing 2-0 to Bayern Munich, and it's fair to say they're being absolutely battered. And then in Group D, Frankfurt are beating Marseille. That's a big game. These are big games here because that puts Frankfurt right in it. And as I've already talked about, Tottenham losing to Sporting. And as it stands, that group would still be undecided in going into the final game week. And it would be very, very close.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh yeah, well, welcome Nick Nack. Great to see you. Hudson-Odoi scoring sight. But you reckon, is that a prediction that he will score?
Yeah, he has scored.
Oh, he has scored.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hopefully he could bring that form back, or we turn a nice profit and we sell him on to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a future for Hudson-Odoi at Chelsea? I don't know. Depends
Give it a pot might
who
give him a
comes in.
chance.
Exactly. Depends on a lot of factors, obviously, in terms of
Right.
who stays. If Pulisic is there to go, and we're bringing in Nkunku already, do we potentially take that gamble on Hudson-Odoi rather than spending more money? Considering at the moment we are a little bit over the sort of spending allowance since Todd Bowley came in. Also, welcome to the stream, Alan. What's good? I think. What are you saying, G? Oh yeah, hello, Alan.
That's just letters.
Goodbye, WSG.
PSG, win PSG.
It's definitely not Waris Saint-Germain.
Not a W, like win, and then PSG.
Yeah, no, I got that. Goodbye, Barca. Yeah, it looks like Barcelona are gone. Barcelona in the mud. How do they fix that? I don't know. I think Barcelona need to focus on the future. Barcelona, for some reason, are constantly trying to win in the here and now. They need to look at their prospects. You've got Ansu Fati, you've got Pedri, you've got Gavi, you've got De Jong there. You've got Balde as well, fantastic young talent at left back. They need to build around these players. They need to build a good young core, and then maybe a few investments here and there. I know they brought in Ferran Torres, but like Lewandowski's a sign that makes no sense to me, given his age. Rafinha's a good addition. Who else do they sign that we've just got? Alonso. That makes no sense. Christensen on a free, I like it. Franck Kessie's a good signing, but they've got this weird mix of brilliant signings for cheap and then horrific signings while they're still trying to repair their financial damage from big financial mismanagement with signings like Dembele, Coutinho and Griezmann. And yet no success, and they've not qualified for the Champions League yet again here. Surely they'd be better off having a good young squad that could easily have made the Champions League next round. Even though they did kind of get stiffed with the group stage. But when you come in as second seed now? Barcelona aren't third, are they? No, they weren't third seed this year. Second seeds, you do open yourself up to... No, yeah. They might have been third seed then. Just thinking. But yeah, they open themselves up to a harder groove by not being that top seed. But if they were to win the Europa League, they'd go in at first seed. There's a good chance they get a nice group then. So I do think winning the Europa League would be the best thing for them. Because if Barcelona win the Europa League this year, not only do they win money from that, they win a trophy, but also they get top seed for next season. I think that will make a big difference towards their group because they do keep getting stiffed. Equally, you can be top seed and still get stiffed.
Is that?
Barcelona, I'm just saying, if they win the Europa League, obviously, I think that's an easier way to get first seed in the Champions League and then get in an easier group than winning the league or winning the Champions League. Obviously, which they can't do now. It's a really, really nice goal by Mo Salah. We didn't see it live, unfortunately. We switched over to the Tottenham Sporting goal at the wrong moment.
Defensively from Ajax.
Yeah, poor from Ajax. Anyway, we are going to see, I think, the Bayern goals here. And the Mane one is a quick counter-attack. Bellerin gets caught out. He doesn't do enough to stop Mane. Ter Stegen doesn't really do enough. And then it's a good finish from Sadio Mane. But Just how on earth has that got there?
It's a
We are now
Sporting
going to see the
goal.
Sporting one. Marcus Edwards, nice drive. He's going to hit it from range.
Oh, what a goal.
I don't think you can blame that on Lloris. I know a few people in chat were saying that's a big blunder from
Could
Lloris,
do
but
better,
no.
though. It's a long way out. How he has
do
not been
better,
closed
but
down.
He
the
is
way from
drilled
Tottenham.
well. And here we're going to see the Nunez miss. Again. Robertson driving the ball forwards. He spots the run of Firmino, switches the play. He slots it across to Darwin Nunez, who cannons it into the wrong side of the post. Spurs losing at home to Sporting, I see no surprise there. Yeah, I mean, how long do we think Conte will keep his job? Because I think Tottenham could lose their next 3 games and be 6th and out of the Champions League.
Then he gets sacked.
You reckon?
If they get knocked out of the Champions League and they drop out of the top 4.
Depends if they've still got Europe. I think if they're in the Europa League, I think they would back Conte to win it.
Yeah, whereas if they get knocked out completely, then yeah.
Also, well done with you, Mars. Well, you've now got Caramel on the table. Good job. But yeah. Right. Yeah, Tottenham losing, Tottenham bottling, potentially knocking themselves out of Europe. We'll be interesting to see. Anyway, we're about to get kick off for the second half. We've not really talked much about the first half. Any changes you would make?
No. Kudos made. No, because Bobby's done well. I wouldn't change anything. Ajax are doing well. They just need to shoot and score. They actually need to put it in the goal rather than keep shooting and missing.
And we have got second half underway at Tottenham Sporting. Tottenham could come back. They certainly could. It's only a 1-goal lead, but it is Tottenham. And the fact that they've not scored any yet, I think does help. They've not scored in the first half, though, it does help the chances of them not getting through. If it was 1-1 or like 2-1 Sporting, I'd back Tottenham to find a second goal. But the fact they've not scored yet is a positive sign that Tottenham aren't playing that well. Potentially. Hopefully. Anyway, Ajax have got their new resident bald coach. Those are the requirements to manage AFC Ajax. Be a good young manager with fresh views and also be bald.
Yeah. That's a big thing. Sadly, I could not be the Ajax manager right now. Actually, not sadly, I don't want to be bald. Oh, Darren Fletcher and Steve McManaman.
Trying to get the timer lined up. Smashed it. Right.
Burbank brought
Number
down.
goals during the half time that we meant to if there were. Now we are underway for the second half. How do you see them both going for the games that we're looking at tonight in the most detail? Ajax, Liverpool. Do you think Ajax will turn this around or will Liverpool now push on?
I think Ajax will equalise and then maybe. But I don't think Ajax will win. They'll either equalise and it'll finish there, or Liverpool will get a win.
I was going to say, if Ajax equalise, I don't see them. I don't see Liverpool pushing on from there. If Ajax equalise, I think Ajax will either draw or win. If the Ajax don't equalise, I can see Liverpool getting second though.
Yeah. In terms of Barcelona, Bayern are going to win that very, very comfortably.
4, 5, potentially even 6.
5.
I think it could end 2-0 though. I think Bayern might just slow down.
Level.
But if they push on, they can get goals.
Level. Oh no, Level's. Wow. That is a moment.
Level might score for Bayern. He might run up the other end and put one past Ronald Araujo.
Nunez misses the header.
He was in front of Bassi. How has he missed? Genuinely.
He missed the ball. That's what I'm saying. He missed the ball and Bassi with the mouth and it clear.
This guy, he's so funny to watch. The thing is, he's actually a good player. Now, he has got 5 goals so far in the league. Same amount as Gabriel Jesus. And yet, he has just missed the football. Bassi is now down with an injury. That is not a good sign for Ajax or for Calvin Bassi. Hopefully he's alright.
But if anyone says that Nunez is better than Jesus, you don't watch football. You don't watch football. This season especially.
Or you're a Liverpool fan.
Or you're a Liverpool fan, which means you're delusional. I'm not saying Liverpool fans are delusional.
Also, with your, especially this season, I'd say, especially other seasons, I'd say the inverse of that.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously, because Nunez has been playing in the Portugal leagues.
Yeah. That is what they're known as, actually.
Or Liga Uno.
No?
No.
It was Liga NOS, wasn't it? But I think
not,
it's
was it?
renamed, isn't
It's
it?
like Premier Uno.
It's definitely not Premier Uno.
What are the Portuguese league called?
It's called Snap.
No,
It's
like
chess.
Uno 1. You idiot. It's not Uno. They don't sit there and play Uno all the time.
It's like Nunes was so great. He wasn't even a footballer. He's a professional Uno player.
It's really good. Robbo to Nunes.
Liga Portugal.
Makes more
Not
sense.
Liga Uno.
I said Premier. Oh, Premier.
Okay, Premier
I thought it
Uno.
was like Primera. That's what it is on Football Manager.
Sporting fourth, by the way. What? Premier Uno?
No, it's Primera. Primera Uno.
Uno?
Or Un.
It's not just one dot.
I
Who
might,
knows?
I might be one dot Primera.
Yeah, I don't think it's Uno.
So, yeah. But yeah, Liga
Sporting
Portugal.
fourth. I know obviously Braga are a good side, but they are a good 9 points off Benfica.
Casa Pia AC.
They just keep happening. Put random Portuguese sides just keep doing well. Vitória de Guimarães.
Ball in from Robbo. Header.
It's in, and that is game, set, and the match. This is what I'm saying. A minute ago, he completely missed the ball. This time, he heads home. 2-0 Liverpool. Game over. Liverpool are into the round of 16 of the Champions League
Dot on Sport and
once again. We cared for a bit, I guess. I don't know, chat. What do you want to see?
What do you want? Do you want to keep watching AJAX Liverpool or Tottenham Sporting?
What game?
Or anyone want to see
Should we
Brian
talk
Barca?
about-
I don't know. I don't want to see Brian Barca. Oh. Pinpoint header from Nunes, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. I just want to show us. Yeah, we all were. We all were. Yeah. Would you rather us watch Ajax Liverpool or Tottenham Sporting?
Keep hitting that like button, people.
Yeah.
How many likes are we on?
Why do you press the like
11
button
now.
and then press the chat button and let us know what I've just asked you?
Don't mind, happy to see a bit of Spurs action if you are. Go on then, we'll put
Yeah,
Tottenham on.
I'll be honest, that's now going to be
It's
boring.
not on
game.
the scoreboard.
You
For
now
some
know
reason-
Ajax are going to win 3-2.
For some reason I went, yeah, let's put Bayern Barca on there.
What's to say?
Alright, Tottenham running about a bit.
What's to say what happened?
Son tried to put a ball in, then Bentancur tried to put a ball in. What the hell happened there? That glitched. It got cleared into a Sporting player's head.
And then Eric Dyer did that.
It was an
Oh,
favourite kick almost.
we have turned on the right track.
Matty doesn't mind. Okay, yeah,
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
we'll
That's
watch
really
the
nice.
Tottenham
That's very
Sport
supportive of you
again.
not minding.
Atleti, by the way, have a leveller, Rodrigo de Paul, which actually
Assisted
is
by?
worse for both because this means Porto win.
Assisted by?
Yannick Carrasco. Go on, assist for him tonight. Who have you got?
Ronaldo.
No, not Griezmann though.
Oh, why do we put on
Just
Tottenham
Griezmann.
so they start zipping the ball about?
Here. It's his delivery. It's well cleared though. What a goal by de Paul. Is it a good hit?
Boy, I love his sporting kit.
It's quite luminous. If you hear that. Yeah, it is luminous. Ball at the top, but it's seen out by Inacio. Good player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good back three tonight. Just to quickly run through the team so we know what we're talking about. Antonio Dan is the goalkeeper. It's a back three of Mateus, captain Sebastian Coates. Player rings a bell in Inacio. A four of Santos, Ugarte, Morita, Porro. A front three of Trincao, Paulinho, Edwards, and Liverpool have a third, and it's Harvey Elliott.
I'm glad we turned that off.
Assisted by Mo Salah.
Nick Knack, we are 5306, 5307, 5308, 5309,
Oh, yeah.
5310, 5311. I'm glad. So I still haven't seen Harvey Elliott score a goal ever. So I'm going to stick by that.
Yeah.
Lloris heads it to Dyer. Bentancur.
I'm going to get that clip of
Don't go for
Harvey
the Tottenham
Elliott.
team.
Oh, yes, sorry.
I don't actually know who's playing for Tottenham.
No one.
Might as well not.
It's Lloris, Romero, Dyer, Davies, Doherty, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Perisic, Moura, Kane, Son. So a very strong side to be losing at home to Sporting Lisbon.
is
Bentancur is cut out. It's Davies. Davies to Perisic. Perisic finds Kane down the line. Kane tries to cross it in, but I think that the 15 is a
Why is
guard.
like Tottenham playing in an old,
Ugarte does
playing
really
in an
well
old
there.
kit?
What?
It looks like Tottenham playing.
No,
Tottenham
that's
playing.
their new
Their
season.
numbers look like the old numbers,
Might be their Champions League thing.
but the numbers are different, don't they? They look like old numbers.
I think that yeah, they do. I reckon that's the Premier League mandate what you can have on the back, and but the Champions League don't. So you can put whatever you want.
So they've gone for the Tottenham.
Yeah, they've gone for the
Tottenham
retro.
font.
Yeah.
Foul on someone there, calls Felix Brick. That's with Danny McAley. Well, you know how to pronounce Højbjerg.
Hmm.
Well, it's not Hodgeberg, is it? Like, I mean, yeah. Okay, we do research, guys. That's why you should subscribe, because we can pronounce Højbjerg.
So it's kind of our job to know how to say the names.
So I get Sono and BT. Like, who was it in the Salzburg Chelsea game? Was it Glenn Hoddle who just said he called some Salzburg player? Nothing near what his
I
name
can't
was.
remember who.
Son,
Oh, it's the
good save.
I'll find his name now. He just started waffling. I don't know
What
what.
did he say? He didn't say it. He's like called a Gottera.
Gornu Doath. You just said Goradu.
Gottera.
I'm presuming his name's Gornu Doath.
Yeah. What did they say? They said like Hodgeberg. That feels right. Well, here we go. Oh, this is
Højbjerg, isn't it?
yeah. Oh, chance of sporting here. Number 11.
It's like Bergwin as well.
How's it go? It's Sky by number 17. Gonzalo
Tricao.
Guedes. Oh no.
He literally plays.
I don't know any of these players. I won't listen to any of them.
Another Ajax L. I hope PSV win the league. Oh, Alan, I like Ajax. I feel like a lot of people like Ajax. It's not like a revolutionary thing.
Yeah, I mean the bald guy isn't quite Eric Ten Hag, is he? The new
No,
bald
he's
guy.
not.
By the way,
I wasn't expecting him to be.
no.
Ten Hag is quite. It's quite rare that Ajax get like a stunning manager. They get good managers, but Ten Hag is very good. Here is Heung-min Son now, making me pause and eat my Twix to see this counter attack. Perisic is well blocked there.
Tottenham. This game is much more lively than the other one, and now it is 4-0 Chelsea women versus FKV. Pedro Porro there putting out. He's a good player. I like Pedro. Tottenham fans loving watching their team lose.
Four-man C, and the guy that has a placard saying "Son can have a shirt" should be taken out of the back and shot. By the way, Nabri's got a goal to add to his 2 assists. Barca have a 3rd, and the scoreboard lines up once again. Thank you.
Why is it when we turn off all the games, the game we're watching has no goals, but all the other games, I mean, turn such shit on.
Kicked off at Liverpool since we switched off.
Punched away.
Adan's punched it.
Is it Andre Dan?
Antonio Adan,
Ah.
not his brother Andre.
The ex country keeper.
Is he Atleti?
There wasn't a Dan at Atleti.
I think it was Atleti. I couldn't remember if it was Real or Atleti or Real Sociedad.
No,
I think it might. I think it's Atleti. It might have been at Sociedad as well.
Might have been Andre Dan.
It might be a completely different bloke.
Lucas Moura.
Mora to Højbjerg. Good delivery. Well cleared by
He's going to
Coates.
score because I took him out of my UCL fantasy team.
Bentancur, Son. Goes back to the Uruguayan. Now it's with Højbjerg. Kane.
Oh, can they
Through,
find
it's quite messy. Romero finds himself high, and here's Doherty. Runs himself into trouble, and that's Aguate trying to clear it. But Mora now can run at them. It's a good challenge. Bayern's goal has been disallowed for offside. Will edit that score.
offside?
Go Bayern, a class above Barca, yeah. Yeah, Barca not really at the races this Champions League campaign, or last year's Champions League campaign, or the Champions League in general over the last 5-10 years. Since about the Pep era, really, they've not been great in the Champions League. They got to the semis in 2012. Lost to Fernando Torres. Son tries to get a header.
Oh, they want handball.
They claim it's come off.
No.
He
waggles his finger in the air. He says no.
That was a
Usually they go like that,
Right,
don't they?
little finger
No,
like that.
no. Facts, yeah. Bayern are a class like Barca. Barca really have fun.
Do you think Bayern can win the Champions League?
Definitely. Definitely.
This is brilliant from Lucas Moura. The cross, though, not so terrible.
Because I can
Terrible,
see, because the second C is actually really strong this year, I can see someone like a City or a Real getting knocked out earlier than expected.
Could they play Bayern and
Yeah.
lose that?
Yeah. Or say if City get Real.
What is your sort of ideal draw? Because I could see Club Brugge getting PSG and it being done.
Chelsea Porto?
Porto?
Yeah.
I'd rather take Bruges.
No.
Well, I love a little trip away to Belgium.
No.
Or to...
No.
They're a decent side, don't get me wrong, Bruges.
Bruges
and
can
they
pull
could,
off an upset.
they
Bigger
could.
than Porto.
They could, but Porto are madness, mate.
Any teams can be difficult in a sense. No teams can be a piece of cake. Frankfurt or Sporting. There's a goal somewhere. It's 5-0 Chelsea women. Oh, Mark Edwards was not holding back in his celebrations.
Bruges might be top seed, so which case we couldn't get them.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. The second seeds, Tottenham.
Benfica.
Yes. Oh, Maccabi headline. So from Kevin Trapp's made a good save. Changes for Sporting. It is
Hey man.
the man with his bum out, not his
He
boot.
hasn't got his... He's took his shorts off and he's going to come on now. He's completely naked.
Number 82
No,
has a double
right.
change. Can this guy stop doing his boots and stop showing me his rear and stand up so I can see his nut? Okay, he's turned.
He's spun around. He's
Yeah.
dodging you, mate. 71 and 82. Shall I see who those blokes are?
And also another one as well. 5. Triple change for Sporting.
I'm on yesterday, that's why I can't see today's game.
I didn't know who that was. Hopefully BT put all their graphics up at the same time. I don't think
71 and 82. We'll do it for them. For Sporting, we've got Fernandez. Mateus Fernandez. He's an 18-year-old boy. Coming on
They
now.
just bought a literal child.
And Flavio Nazino is not much older at 19. So we've got a left midfielder and a
And
position
his number
unknown.
5.
There isn't one. Oh, no, that's 6.
was he already
No,
on the
they don't
pitch?
have one.
Was he already on the pitch and he's come off? That might be it.
No, they don't. Oh, Marita, their middle midfielder.
Yeah, he's just come off.
He's come off for the youngster,
Yeah.
Fernandez, and Santos,
So
the number 11, has come
Zeno
off for
on for
Nazino.
Santos. And then, as we said, the kid's on for whoever else. And who's that? What Tottenham player is that? Bentancur? No. Mateus Fernandez on for Marita. Romero? Why is he there for? Oh.
They spent the whole game up front so far.
Sad. Yeah, why did they lose? Tottenham are losing. Højbjerg heads it to Mora, who heads it to Fernandez, the youngster. who
Turns out Conte's gone mental and Moreira's up front today. He's been sort of roaming all over again.
Davies, Dyer, Romero. Oh, Højbjerg, good play.
It's Doherty now. Mora goes to Sergio Romero, Christian Romero.
The goalkeeper, the ex-United goalkeeper. Yeah, don't want him at
Dyer
Barcelona.
to Romero. I'm funny if Tottenham had him though.
Ball
Son,
into Tottenham.
chest it down well.
No foul.
He's brought down
No
the box.
way. Get
Again,
up.
a sassy little hand gesture from Felix Break. He is not happy
He's out.
with
It's
these
Danny
players
Mackie,
going down.
luckily.
Ah, that's really ruined
Son
the immersion for
Cuts
me.
it back. No, he doesn't cut it back. He just kicks it out of the defender, and it's offside.
And Matt Doherty's just crossed it at Turkish Airlines.
And the plane has flown down, hit the plane, crash.
Tottenham asking to lose. What, by playing Romero up front or Sergio Romero right, centre off? I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
that is not a penalty.
Inacio just sort of, I think he grabs his nipple there.
He puts his hand on his right there,
Yeah.
and Son goes down.
It was a little whoop. But yeah.
Who's ever called latest 15s? Last 15.
This is
at
BT
Edgy.
Sport.
Latest
They added
15
m-
minutes. That's a big tackle from Pedro Porro.
They need more letters to get their letters quota for the day.
It was a great tackle, then a poor pass, and then Fernandez just clobbered.
So he waited to get to it,
Yes, aye.
and then just went, you know what, I am
The
going
ball
to
was open, and then when the other player ran towards it, I might as well go there.
Trincao.
They just clobbered him.
to Fernandez. This 82 looks decent
To say.
on the ball.
Apart from the fact that he just forgot to
I
kick
like
the
that.
ball.
I've never, you don't tend to see like he came on. I thought, he looks a bit fragile.
He's a child. He's probably going
Oh,
to slip
yeah.
out, lose the ball, and then the top as a push.
But he's
Fitz
quite
gives
strong
bits.
in the challenge.
And Bentang was so angry, trying to burst the ball between his palms.
A lot of sad Tottenham fans in that crowd.
Well, no wonder they're losing to Sporting. Yeah, he's a
I
foul,
can't
man.
fathom how they're third in the league. It's like they always benefit
They've
from everyone else
played
being
no one.
naff.
Also, big tackle for the 15.
Like, remember back to 2016. Even when all the other big clubs were bad, they still couldn't win the league. They
They've
lost to
got switching to
Leicester.
Pedro Porro. Why are they dawdling?
Coates, Inacio,
If Sporting get a second, they're right in. They're
Fernandes.
They're on this. They've done this.
Here is Ugarte. Ugarte looks wide.
Spurs
It's
is
back
smart
to
and at least
Ugarte.
draw at Frankfurt. Well, they draw at Frankfurt and Marseille win. They'll be in trouble. They'll be in trouble now. They'll get Europa League.
Yeah, but Marseille aren't winning at the moment.
Ah, Marseille bottling it.
Not really.
Oh.
Well, they're losing, but this would put Tottenham and Frankfurt level. If it switched to Marseille were winning, then yes, Tottenham would be third. And
Oh,
they
they
would
need
need
to draw
a win.
in They need Frankfurt and Sporting to draw. I see. Oh no.
If Frankfurt
Tottenham-
if Frankfurt and Marseille draw now,
Yeah.
then Marseille will go level on points with Tottenham, but Frankfurt will drop back too.
Yeah, tonight. So I read in as against for some reason. I didn't really read it as against, but I read in.
This is at the moment. Tottenham. If Tottenham are to lose, the Frankfurt Marseille
Oh, it's a
result
big
is
fight!
ideal.
It's a big fight! It's a big fight! Oh, I'm so glad we turned this on. I love when Christian Romero and Eric Dyer trying to fight people.
Because this would mean that Tottenham only need a draw and Sporting to win next week. If Sporting let Frankfurt win, which they should, because
Yeah, I mean,
no one wants to see
Romero?
it. But actually, they can't, can
let's
they?
come flying in there. Got another ball.
Shit, the problem is, unless Marseille win, Tottenham are at an advantage now.
Yeah.
Because Sporting can't let Frankfurt beat them.
Yeah.
Because if Tottenham and Frankfurt win, Sporting will be out. So Sporting have to beat Frankfurt next week. Which means that Tottenham can get away with a draw against Marseille and qualify. So we need Marseille to turn it around at Frankfurt.
Yeah. Right, it's going to be yellow. Oh my god, I thought it was I hate it when referees pull out the booklet which have both cards on them. So it's a yellow for Romero.
It's a yellow from Danny McAlay to Romero. It was a malicious
I think it's
challenge.
Macaulay, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like-
Macalay's got the slick back hair. Breek has the up hair, I think.
It looks like Friedrich Break to me. It's Danny McAlay.
Yeah.
They are very similar people.
Oh, Romero squared up to Fernandes, and then Legate came in and pushed Romero, and then Bentancur came in and pushed Legate.
If Frankfurt win tonight, Spurs need to beat Frankfurt.
Oh, Spurs, but yeah, Tottenham playing Marseille
Yeah,
next
there we
week.
go. That's.
I think that's where the confusion's coming.
I think Frankfurt will get a late 3-1 win, but they already win 2-1, aren't they? Hopefully Marseille turn that one around, because that would mean that would be better for us wanting Tottenham to lose.
Because everyone wants Tottenham to lose.
Yeah.
Tottenham fans.
So in fact, Marseille Frankfurt draw will be ideal, because Marseille will be level on points with Tottenham, and yeah.
Super block. Son's gone down, and then he's helped up. I think Frankfurt will get a late 3-1 win. Ooh, might say that's alright, don't worry.
Or alternatively, Frankfurt score another 3 to go ahead ahead of Tottenham on goal difference, and then
Marseille beat Tottenham next week.
yeah, basically if Marseille win next week as I do, I'm just trying to think of ways that we can get Tottenham out, but they still win or draw next week. Welcome to the stream, brother BKL Contreras. Hey fellas, how's the game going? I'm watching Barcelona and Bayern in Group C. Well, welcome to the stream. We were watching AJAX Liverpool. We got bored of that because that game's over pretty much. It's 3-1 Liverpool. So we've switched over to Tottenham Sporting with 22 minutes to go. And to be fair, Sporting are holding up very well defensively. Tottenham are peppering them with chances at the moment. Very much dominant of the ball. More tries to keep it in, does keep it in, but Sporting regain possession and will clear it. And that's sort of been how it's been going all half. Tottenham trying to apply pressure, Sporting holding up well in defence though. To be fair, Tottenham aren't great at creating many good chances. But yeah, in terms of the I feel for you watching the Bayern game. Are you a Bayern fan or a Barca fan? Or just a neutral enjoying Barca's downfall?
Frankfurt needs to beat Sporting. I don't know. I think Sporting.
I think they could though.
Where is it? Is it Sporting at Sporting or at Frankfurt?
Surely it's at Sporting because Frankfurt are home this week. Sporting are away. But I will check.
There's a bit of a Moore's gone down.
Doherty! It's a
save.
big save from Antonio
It's a
Atan.
massive save.
Not the hardest shot ever. It is down, but it is low to his left.
Sporting are putting up a real good fight here. Hoybert, it's a Tottenham corner. Still 20 minutes to go. I don't know if Sporting can keep this up for 20 minutes.
Just checking in with... So yeah, Sporting host Frankfurt next week. Tottenham have to travel to Marseille. As we said earlier, Marseille away is such a tough game for Tottenham. If they don't overturn this and somehow Marseille manage to overturn the Frankfurt game, Tottenham really have a tough game next week to get
what
through.
a catch from Antonio Atan.
And he's going to go down for a good minute.
It's a full stretch to catch that one. And Brian Hill is
double change for Tottenham. Brian Hill and Ryan Sessegnon players coming on.
Oh, that was a big tackle.
Big calls.
That was a big tackle for whoever that was for Sporting. I think he should have clobbered some geezer.
He wants to
Trying to break under pressure. I do worry about that, yeah. It is number 2. So Doherty off for Brian Hill.
They're going for this, Tottenham. They are going for this. Attacking players coming on to defensive players now. Perisic, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sessegnon can play as a winger, really.
What a save, yeah.
So he'll push very high.
Yeah, Nick that agrees. Yeah, Nick that Chelsea fan. What a save, yeah. Really good save there from Adan.
Potentially a flat 4 then? For Tottenham?
Romero right back.
Yeah, and Sessegnon come on and slot in at left back.
And then Davies and...
Actually not really on City fan support, City football group. Besides, I always just want to watch these teams in the group. Yeah, fair enough. It is. I would say it's the best. It's the best group in terms of having the best teams.
Sessegnon right back.
But
Ben Davies left back. Romero Dyer centre halves.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
Rather than Romero playing right back and Ben Davies playing left centre half.
Yeah, the thing with the Bayern Barca group though, and the game tonight is that Barca are already out. I think if Barca are still in it,
6-0 Chelsea will
becomes more interesting.
Big win for them in their Champions League group.
Yeah, certainly is. Hill, good delivery. Can't meet the head of Dyer. They're claiming it's take a touch, but yeah.
Sporting goal kick.
But yeah, we are watching City this Saturday, so make sure to tune in. We'll be live from 12 o'clock. Should be a good stream. We'll be should be a good game. It's a game against Leicester. You'd expect City to have a comfortable win, but potentially no Haaland.
Yes.
Bit interesting.
Cancelo.
I think looks like Cancelo will be out with a fever. Just really damaged my fantasy team, and they might as well just not pick Foden either for a laugh again.
That was a bit.
Fernandes tries to play forward. Davies cuts out. Tries to go to Hill. Hill has slipped over.
Why is that man still at Tottenham?
He spent the second half of last season out on loan, didn't he?
Sorry, Valencia, yeah. Why is he still there? He's not good enough. Ruben Amorim obviously linked with the
fantastic
Aston Villa job. Decided he wants to stay at Sporting.
I gotta say that's a big downgrade.
Don't blame him. I liked his press conference. He was asked if Ronaldo about return to Sporting. He was like, "We'd love him, but we have not got the money to pay his wages."
I could see Ruben Amorim potential future Real manager.
Ooh.
It gives me those sort of vibes. Just like
Don Carlo.
I don't think Don Carlo's going to be around forever. I'll be honest, I love Ancelotti.
He'll still be raising his eyebrows even he's like 80.
Even if he is still managing at 80, I don't think he'll be managing at the highest level. To be honest, I was thinking the same thing when I watch Liverpool games, and Ajax just keep struggling against Liverpool's defence.
That's why we turned it off.
Yeah.
Liverpool waltzed to victory there now. It looked like a good game until Salah scored.
Yeah.
Brian Hill.
Well, Ajax had 2 chances to score very early on. It wasn't even a matter of them not being able to break down Liverpool's defence. We know it's quite easy to do that. We've seen that multiple times. Obviously, Ajax were able to do it in the first leg at Anfield, but... Well, not the first leg, but in the reverse fixture. But tonight, Berghuis misses a sitter. Tadic misses a sitter. And that completely changes the complexion of the game. If Ajax are 2-0 up going into the break... Completely different games than being 1-0 down going into the break.
See you, Chelsea fan. Thanks for hopping in, mate.
But yeah, see you Saturday, hopefully, Chelsea fan. If not, we will be live Sunday as well for Manchester United West Ham. Another game which could be intriguing or could just be a big win for a Manchester club. Against the side that struggle. And Antonio Dan does have to get something on that, just tip it over the bar, and that is going to be another Tottenham corner.
Things with what's unlike what I watch in other games is that if it's City or Liverpool, usually other teams like hanging on for dear life. But Sporting look kind of comfortable.
I said they're defending, but it's not like backs to the wall, scraping it off the goal line, throwing the bodies in the way. 100 men behind the ball. It's just like, Antonio Dan's got to catch something or tip a little cross over the bar. Though that one's a little bit more dangerous, but it funds off the top of the net.
But again,
he seems to be the most attacking presence so far since we've switched on. He's had an overhead kick and the header just go over. But yeah. Once again, Tottenham knocking on the door, but not really anywhere near the front of the door, on top of the door there.
As I say, yeah. They've just hit...
It's not the most effective way to open a door.
They're trying to open the door by, like...
jumping on top of it.
Yeah. Standing on top of the door.
Another change. Sporting going defensive now. Paulinho, the striker, coming off for Jeremiah St. Just. An absolute unit of a centre-half.
Ex-Frankfurt centre-half.
Is he playing for...
Or Mainz.
It is a Bundesliga size, yeah.
He was out. Obviously, in FIFA last year, he was a quick centre-half, so everyone loved him. You think Sporting will get a second?
Sporting coming forwards now.
Oh, I'm in perfect timing,
That would have been,
perfect timing.
Bentancur goes across to Højbjerg, and now Tottenham will play it forwards. It's cut out. St. Just sends it long, but it's recovered by Romero. Tottenham bringing it forwards now. It would be good to see Sporting grab a second now.
15 minutes to go. Mainz. Thanks for that, AJAX. And it's some team in the Bundesliga. Oh, that's a great turn.
I know it was red. That was about...
Yeah.
Sporting
going forward. It's a great run.
Slots in the youngster. NCR.
Oh, what a save.
Big save.
Is it a big save?
NCR, I can't remember.
That is a big save from Lloris. Because that could have been two.
I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who came on. It was Flavio Nazino, is a player that's just missed. By the way, there was a double change that I think we missed a few minutes ago with Mark Edwards and Trincao coming off. I don't know if you mentioned it. I completely blanked on that happening. Artur and Abdul Isaka.
I don't remember that. Did BT even show it?
Probably not.
No. Sporting corner. Quite interesting move to pitch by Ajax.
BT haven't used all 5 of their
Ajax were playing well. I hope that gets
well, I feel like even if they get a goal now, it's too little too late, isn't it? Would be nice to see Ajax get a goal. For Ajax, obviously. If Liverpool get a goal, I'm not going, I'm really going to struggle to convert this 4-0 victory.
I don't want game at all, actually.
Okay.
Sporting fans are loving it. Loads of them made the trek all the way from Lisbon and other areas of Portugal, probably, and other areas of the world. That's a great turn.
A nice turn.
They're in.
Can they get another one? The Reece saves it, and
he's
just missed it.
What a miss.
Nazino.
Nazino
has put it wide.
What's his name?
His name is Nazino. Or Nazinho. Who knows?
Number 24 has a go, and the rebound falls to
Nazino.
His name is. He just puts it wide under the pressure. Can someone please let us know
Perisic fall in.
7-0.
It's well cleared by Fernandes, and now Tottenham can put on the pressure.
Usually Emma Hayes' side, but being managed by
the gang.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's 2 at the moment. Son on the corner. The children in the Tottenham crowd in the front row turn around to show the Son name on their back like he cares. Someone
please steal that placard and burn it. Every time he goes to take the corner, it just says, Sonny, get off your shirt. No. You should turn around and go, no, you stupid child.
Oh god, he literally almost got it.
I don't mind it with like if when it started and it was just kids, but quite innocent. They want their
just hold it up.
Come along.
Now they're like Sonny.
You get those. It's not even the children anymore. It's the parents. Taking their kids along to try and get a shirt they can then sell for £300, and then they make a profit on their evening.
It's not because they want the kids just go, this would be nice, and then
took the emotional
every now and again you get a heartwarming moment where someone gives a 5-year-old their match worn shirt and they go mental.
But then that dad's either gonna take that and put it on Facebook
or frame
within an hour, or it's not like the 5-year-old's gonna go, lovely, that I'm gonna add that to my collection. Dad's gonna go, that looked great in my new office.
I think back in the day they would have framed it. Nowadays, that goes on eBay.
Yeah, because you got the picture to remember that.
And other online shopping websites. But yeah, I mean, 12 minutes to go here. Can Tottenham find an equaliser? Anyone that is just joining, I know it says AJAX Liverpool, but we have changed it over.
To say. We've got bored of Liverpool, and they've just been too good. I was really hoping we'd see them lose, but alas.
Puts out wide to Mora.
Forced to go back.
But Clement Longley will be coming on for Tottenham when the ball next goes out, which is interesting.
This sort of 5-4-1, I think it's emerging now for Sporting.
Ball in from Sporting.
It's so compact.
Falls to Hill at the post. He's
kicked it into someone and he's won a corner.
It wasn't an actual shot, was he? He kicked away there. Out for another Tottenham corner. Are they going to bring on Longley now for the set piece?
It is such a young Sporting side, though.
Yeah.
Like, they're subbed on 18, 19-year-olds, and
they're beating Tottenham.
I look around, and Quartes looks about 40, and the rest of them, 50, and the rest of them 12.
Looks at the ground with his hand on his forehead. He does.
And they've thrown it away. They've thrown it away. Bentancur wins the corner. Wins the header from the corner.
Wow.
Dan.
It was coming, wasn't it?
Should he do better? He's arguing he was fouled. I imagine VAR will have a little look.
Probably not, because it's Sporting and
they are protesting to Danny Macaulay.
They are checking. They think Adan was fouled.
Let me see a replay ready before making a judgment.
Referee's got his hand to his ear. He's having a listen. He's having a cheeky listen.
So the ball in here. To delivery. Ooh.
Is he blocked by the player in front?
Is he pushed by Bentancur here?
I don't know.
I think he just needs to be more firm there.
I think this is going to be given.
Two players are marked there, and Adan gets pushed. And I think it's out of desperation that they're claiming a foul. Tottenham have thrown it away. Sporting have thrown it away here, and Tottenham would top the group with this.
Yeah, 1-0 here at the Tottenham.
I don't think it is a foul, Matteo. I think it's just Sporting players very desperate for that to.
Aaron couldn't watch the corner. He looked up and saw it gone in. He couldn't believe it.
He's got to be absolutely got 10 minutes to go. Sporting have already set up defensively. They can't push for the win now.
It's a change.
Really?
Emerson Royale on for
Like a try.
10 minutes to go.
Oh, Nazinho could have put this to bed as well.
Yeah, Nazinho could have put this to bed.
A few moments to go. The Emerson Royale is now on, so positive for Sporting.
If you're that's a foul there. If you're Sporting, do you take the point or do you go fist?
Nah, you run Nazinho at Emerson Royale and you get a penalty.
It's not a foul, no foul, and it does stand. It is 1-0. Confirmation, Emerson Royale on for Lucas Moura.
But this would leave Tottenham top of the group on 8, then Sporting 7, Frankfurt 7, and Marseille on 6.
So still not set, but it's not as good as it could be.
No, if Marseille were to beat them and there is a winner at Sporting Frankfurt, Tottenham are out.
It's a poor ball. It might fall to someone. It's bouncing around. It's one back. It's lost, and Brian Hill's thrown goal. Oh no, he's not.
Gate's made a meal of it. Son putting the pressure on. This is a way Tottenham could pretty much guarantee them place in the next round.
That is so smart. So smart for the number 15.
Comes off Son.
He's going out for a throw, so he just boots it off Son, and he wins himself the throw.
This is very deep, so if they can pin him in, there's a good chance that Tottenham can make something of this. I will just see who score that. Hopefully, it's Giovanni Di Lorenzo, but not hardly got much hope. He's probably been subbed off by this point in the game. The goal goes to...
Well, look at this. Tottenham fans just throwing things on the pitch.
DVD.
Doing.
There was a corner conceded by Alan McGregor, and then a goal a moment later. I think I can predict what's happened there.
We need to know. 8 minutes to go.
It's Leo Ostergaard, the centre half.
He got the assist.
It's a corner. It could be
Di
Lorenzo. That's what I'm
hoping.
hoping.
Into Hill. He spins his man. And then this man fouls him, and that is given a yellow card for Ugarte.
Brian Hill. And the free kicks were took too fast.
Because the referee hasn't even noted down.
Referee's not happy.
Ugante's name.
Ugarte.
Manuel Ugarte. That's the one. Goes into the book, and it is a Tottenham free kick. No way do Tottenham rescue the win from here. They do, though.
Wasn't Leo Ostergaard at Brighton? I have a feeling he was.
Maybe. If name rings a bell.
Napoli. It was either Brighton or Leeds. I feel like it's Brighton.
Hyun-Min Son on the free kick. He's going to cross the ball in.
7 minutes of normal time plus
They've got
any additional
Dyer,
minutes.
Romero, Kane.
Still a play in this one. Son
Kane at the back post unmarked.
steps up over it.
Calling it now.
Delivered. Dyer flicks it on and away from Bentancur.
Dyer's first himself. And Conte can't believe it either.
Yeah, Dyer gets a touch and Bentancur can't touch it in at the far post.
Just didn't react. Bentancur's got a gamble there. He's got a gamble.
He's
and
got to throw
expect
him
Dyer to
himself
hit
at that.
Oh, and it's
Number 33 has round Lloris. Lloris tries to put a challenge in. He's made a meal of
his
it.
goal.
It's a delivery.
It's Nazzini. No, Nazzini, whatever his name is. He's
Fernandez.
big let off for Lloris again, and the flag's gone up.
No. I really thought Nazzino was going to make up for it by overhead kicking it into the top corner of an open net.
Long ball, just caught everyone out. Oh, you know, he's Lila, you can't call. That's way too tight. Caught everyone out. Lloris comes out. I don't know what happened there.
And tries to get the delivery in. Does get the delivery in. It's very high though.
Oh,
That's a big challenge from the centre half of Sporting to stop that getting through to Harry Kane. Number 33 now. It's
they've
a
got to communicate.
complete mess around. Inacio goes out wide to Pedro Porro, drives inside, draws the foul. Sporting free kick. The player might require some attention. No, they're just going to let him go.
They've played on while the player's still down. Oh, the Tottenham lost the ball now. Sorry,
Marseille so close.
Kane. Still Kane. It's kicking around. They can't dive in and don't want to give away a penalty. Sporting. 5 minutes to go. Elson Real. Into Kane. One. Oh, it's one back. They're getting each other's way. No penalty.
Bentancur.
Brian
Hill.
No shots on target.
Good delivery. It's well cleared by Adan.
That says it all, doesn't it, about Barcelona right now? No shots on target in a Champions League group stage game.
With Robert Lewandowski leading the line.
Ansu Fati. World-class players on the pitch. And they haven't had a shot on target. Yeah, let's go. They've got a lot of problems to sort out.
Adan goes long. Longley heads up. Højbjerg loses out. Wins it back though and driving forward. He goes past a few. Brian Hill, nice turn. Driving it forward for Tottenham. Emerson Royale out wide now. Can Tottenham find a late winner? Delivered. Blocked by their number 2. And it's cleared by Nazinho.
Absolute legend now, man.
I was going to say, he's gone from a nobody to a hero of the TFC channel within
Get a picture of him next to
20 minutes. Next to I'm going to get a Dom Solanke and the
Fill the
Nazinho
gap
picture.
here, getting Nazinho.
That's poor from Emerson Royale. I can't say I'm surprised.
No.
Poor Emerson Royale, same sentence, it's not a rarity.
What's he tried to do? I just puts way too much on it.
Why did he try and do a no-look pass? He looks the other way.
Use your brain, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Adam with the goal kick. He scores. Of course he's going to go long. They're just going to pump it long over the west. That's a good ball. Nobody's under it to win it, though. But on the second ball, nobody's under the second ball to win it. Here's Kane. Over to Son. Great
Big challenge.
From St. Just.
Also, on the Barca shots on target and stuff, amazing, freak of statistical nature on Sunday.
8-0 Chelsea.
I've just seen that. Leicester scored 4 goals from 4 shots. Wolves had 23 or something
and everyone's
like
like,
that.
you versus who in FIFA?
Yeah.
Me in squad battles against Elite and AI.
How are you having 25 shots and losing 4-0 in squad battles?
Just
Ryan
me and my
Hill.
last foot champs.
Delivered and blocked.
Emerson Royale. 2 minutes to go. Is it going to end a draw? Are Tottenham going to get a goal? Oh, Sporting going to get a late winner. Obviously, Tottenham could also get a late winner.
Perisic.
Perisic. It's blocked. He's out for a Tottenham throw. Sporting holding on for the point here.
Mm.
And this would leave the group wide open. I mean, it would be anyway if Sporting win. If Tottenham win, though, it's a full-gone conclusion that Tottenham will be through. But nobody likes that, so nobody wants Tottenham to win. Ball in. Emerson Royale gets the first header. Coates gets the second. Then it's a load of Sporting players get the next ones, and it's game ahead.
Yeah, Sporting trying to bring it forwards, but just can't. And now Tottenham will go the other way. Kane throws it to Højbjerg to Bentancur. Bentancur goes wide.
A minute to go to 90.
Dyer to Davies. Ball in. Dyer!
What a miss from Dyer.
That's a big miss from Eric Dyer.
That's another. Why is he always up front? Conte can't believe it.
Conte's actually like...
Eric Dyer with another chance, and he's
Ben Davies
wide.
gets it in there. Dyer. It's a Dyer effort. It really is.
Oh, good. Conte round celebrating. Conte round celebrating. Why is Amorim not watching?
He can't, mate.
He's looking at the ground, and then when he hears the crowd reaction, he looks up to see that Eric Dyer's missed.
Fernandes. Pedro Porro. Plays it forward.
Oh, this is a chance of Sporting. He
Has a shot. It's a
good
big save from Lloris.
Sporting are not out of this yet.
And that's now a corner. That was Fatawu. He got a shot away.
Effort.
It's a good shot, to be fair, and Lloris has to get
Corner to
down
Sporting.
to it. He's done well.
How many is that time we got left with? 5.
5 additional minutes. Can Sporting find a goal? Can Tottenham hold on now from this corner? Could Sporting maybe, I don't know, get a header? Could they bundle it home here? The delivery in half bad. Emerson Royale defends. I don't think he knew much about it. He was facing the other way when it came off his head. Royale doesn't know about that one though. He heads it clear. Nazinho gives it away. Romero. Emerson. Royale goes to Højbjerg over the top into Son. It's a good chance from the number 5 and the linos ruled out for offside. So it's offside, so it doesn't matter, mate, about you literally putting him to the floor.
That was a foul. Okay, well, he might have hit the free kick a bit higher than it was. Dan's going to take it. Sporting are going long.
We're almost at the halfway line. They just found the box.
4 minutes left and the 5 added on. Oh, that is not what Sporting wanted.
Bentancur. Well, I don't know how many minutes time I got added in the other game, so I'll fit whatever the Liverpool one is.
Yeah. I'm glad we turned that off.
No, they haven't got to add time yet.
Sporting, can they come forward here? Out wide. They're getting numbers up, to be fair. They're going backwards. Oh, they've lost it. And they've sent numbers forward and they're under a lot of pressure here. Here's Son. Few step overs. As I go, parried by Dan. It falls to him. Bentancur is skied. Skied it. Big let off for Sporting. They sent numbers forward, lost it. Tottenham won it back high up the pitch. They're under a lot of pressure and a big trouble. Dan then parries it straight to a Tottenham player, but because it's Brian Hill, no need to worry.
Yeah, 3 additional minutes in that game at Liverpool. They've won that now. Who cares?
Bayern beaten Barca.
Really? Yeah. That should be done. So Group A concluded.
Yeah.
Group B
concluded.
Group C
concluded. Not concluded.
No.
Definitely not concluded.
No one's through yet. And Group D.
No one's through yet either. Group C, someone is through.
Group C concluded. Group B, Bruges and Porto will be through as it stands. So that'll be concluded as it stands. It'll be Group D, wide open. Anyone can top it.
Group B is
Group
concluded.
E has a group winner, but still second place is up for grabs. Group F is
technically
potentially concluded. Group G is concluded, and Group H is also concluded. So going into the final game week, there's only really one group I've got my eye on.
This is the Group D that we're
currently watching. So that'll probably be the Champions League game we bring you next week. I don't know if we'll do 2. We might do.
That's just
but
on TV.
Since the rest of it's a formality.
Yeah. Bentancur heads it on. Emerson Royale kicks someone, and they've given a foul.
Dyer's fuming. He was about to cross that in so well.
As I say, I saw that's the outside cross. I think I need to see that. A minute to go with the 5 added on. Is this going to finish 1-1? I think so. There's still time for either side to get a winner. Wow. I mean, it's been a good game. It's been a good game.
Minute to go now. Over the additional time. I think we probably are at full time at Liverpool.
Brought down by the 5th. That's good football. Oh, it's really good from Sporting. Can they get a chance?
Goes out wide. Pedro Porro blasts it over.
He's gone for glory and it's completely
Now probably the
missed
last bit of action.
He saw his name in the headlines and he's absolutely fluffed it. And with 30 seconds to go, this Tottenham chance is probably the last one of the game. Perisic on the left he doesn't put the ball, he dummies it. Goes on his right. He puts the ball in from his right. Emerson Royal heads it back across the back post, and Kane's put it in.
Kane scored, and
Kane's
Tottenham
put it
have
in
won
the
it in the
95th.
death. Tottenham have done it again. This jammy little bastards, and they've won it right at the death.
Every time.
Sporting were 1-0 up for so
are on
long,
the pitch.
but it doesn't last.
A 95th minute winner.
A goal in the 22nd from
I
Marcus
can't believe it.
Edwards. They led until the 80th, but at the 95th, they've lost. Tottenham win and put themselves into the round of 16 of the Champions League. For the first, well, they didn't do it last year.
I knew it was coming. Perisic dummies the cross, cuts back onto his right, puts the ball all the way to the far post.
He's very much onside Harry Kane.
Heads it across.
Hang on. Oh no, he's ahead of him, isn't he?
And then it falls to Kane. Kane puts it past it down from a very tight angle. That's a great finish.
Tottenham are through to the next round.
Wow. Jammy Tottenham.
And we thought this game wasn't... VAR are checking things, but from what we see, there's no real... anything to... Oh, they got a third, have they?
Apparently.
Hang on.
VAR are checking it. VAR are checking it.
Pavard scored there.
They're still checking it. I don't know what they're checking, but VAR are still checking it.
If there is a god.
I don't quite know what they're looking at.
Please tell me Emerson Royal has just
Kane's onside.
grabbed this with his hand.
I think it's going to stand.
Is it with? I thought he controls it with his hand.
Oh, and Højbjerg's fighting some bloke behind the ref, and the ref just hasn't seen it.
That looks full time. Great performance by Liverpool. Yes, that game is over. 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0 Bayern as well now in the end. Benjamin Pavard
still checking it.
This would mean Tottenham are through if this stands. But
I don't know what...
Danny McAlee is consulting VAR over whether this goal
no
should be
communication
allowed.
to what's being checked. Where's Peter Walton when you need him?
We're going to hear him anyway.
They're still checking.
Oh.
We're telling the players to go away so we can fully listen and can...
Are we going to go to the monitor here?
We are still awaiting the result of this VAR check.
Conte is not happy about
Nobody
this.
knows what they're checking.
Kane is like an ice gem.
I don't know what's going on.
Ruben Amorim's just sad in general. And Danny McAlee.
It's a long check. Whatever they're checking,
Still
it's taking
listening
its time.
to VAR. Can we go? Are we?
But usually,
There's no transparency here.
Usually in the Champions League,
They're not going to
it
the
doesn't
screen.
take long, which is strange because usually in the Champions League it's very quick. This has been a really long VAR check.
There's something here they're not happy with. Bayern are really dominant in Group C. I admit.
When I say really hate Tottenham, so they're checking everything. They're taking the
Any
whole...
reason we can rule this out. Did Emerson Royal handball it? Did Harry Kane?
We still wait. We're into the 98th minute.
Something. The suspense, man.
All eyes on Danny. He blows his whistle.
Danny McAlee. He gives the goal.
Offside.
Oh wait.
Offside.
It's
no,
ruled
no.
out.
He's ruled it off.
Oh my god.
Danny
The
McAlee's
goal has been ruled
ruled
out.
It's 1-1. Tottenham are not through. It's no goal for
It's
offside.
no goal.
Harry
It's
Kane was
Tottenham 1,
offside.
Sporting 1. The group
It's kicked off on the
will go
sideline.
on. Danny,
Conte's off.
gone.
Conte's off.
Conte's off.
Conte's
He will
gone.
not be making the trip to Marseille.
It's all kicking off on the sideline. Conte's been shown a red. Tottenham players are chasing Danny McAlee. It is all kicking off. Atletico got a pen as well at the death against
that could save
Leverkusen.
them.
Harry Kane's knee was offside. Because obviously it's not where Emerson Royale is, where the ball is. Harry Kane was behind Emerson Royale,
But ahead of
was
the
ahead of the ball. Conte's got to go down the tunnel early. We're in the 99th minute.
I reckon they were opening up the book there. Can we switch to Atletico? Hang on. If we can, we'll watch the penalty.
It's an Atletico penalty. I don't think we can. No, we can't. They don't show it in the UK.
No, they do. They do.
Oh, yeah, we only have.
But we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 because we are on.
The Sporting fans cannot believe their luck.
We're watching Sky Go, not
Wow.
BT, or on Sky where we could use red button.
Atletico penalty.
sorry.
Tottenham are not through.
Cannot believe what I'm watching. My confidence is losing the way to live here. Dan pumps it long.
That's the game.
And that is game over. 99 minutes of action, and at the end of it, no winner.
Wow.
But Tottenham do have the advantage going on to next week.
It was the correct decision. The ref, basically, Kane was behind Emerson Royale, but was ahead of the ball. The rule is you have to be behind the ball.
Do you want to know why they were taking so long? I reckon this VAR official opens up this big book of the rules and goes, what is the rule around VARs and balls?
Tottenham have got to be careful here. They've got 5 or 6 around the
yeah.
ref. They've also got the assistant manager. They've got to be careful to not pick up another red
Danny
card.
McAlee might absolutely spark one of them out. By the way, the fans that ran on the pitch,
Oh, you must be.
got yourself banned from the
You've got a
stadium
stadium ban,
for
and it
no
wasn't
reason.
worth it. Missed. Atletico missed it.
Oh my god. Drama here at the death in the Champions League.
Cresco pen saved. Hit the ball on the rebound and missed a third time.
Atleti out.
This is why we love the
Tottenham
Champions
goes on
League.
to another week. Every other group is done now, apart from potentially Milan.
This is why we love the Champions League. Wow. What a night.
Right, round off before I die. Not really. Do you want to?
Right, let me find them.
Jesus.
Wow, I mean, what a night. What an end to the night. From what started off so
I was
dull.
going to say, we watched 45 minutes with no goals.
Group A is a foregone
Liverpool
conclusion,
cut
as we
off.
said. Liverpool beat Ajax 3-0, Napoli beat Rangers 3-0. Group B, earlier, Porto beat Club Brugge 4-0. Doesn't really matter for Club Brugge, they're already through. Porto, big win for them. And Atletico, missing a penalty to take them in the 99th minute. Yannick Carrasco misses a penalty that would have won them the game. That means Atletico are out of the Champions League. Group C is a foregone conclusion. Inter beat Pleasant 4-0. Bayern Munich beat
Barcelona
3-0.
there.
Barcelona out of the Champions League into the Europa League. And Group D, still all to play for. Frankfurt beat Marseille 2-1. Tottenham thought they'd beaten Sporting, but Harry Kane's winner in the 99th minute was ruled out by
Everything to
VAR.
play for. The winners of next week's game will go through. If Marseille beat Tottenham,
Wow.
Marseille are through.
And Chelsea women won 8-0. That's pretty cool. Sam Kerr got 4. Pernil Harder got 3. And Sitkva got 1.
But yeah,
What a night of Champions League action in both the men's and women's Champions League.
more Champions League next week. In the meantime, we are live on Saturday at 12 o'clock
are.
and Sunday at
We are.
3:30. So some big streams coming up. No, I don't know if it'll be 3:30 or 4. Stream page will tell you on Friday. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you Saturday. You're going to have to say goodbye.
Bye guys, thanks for joining us. That was what a load of action at the end there. I am so pumped. See ya Saturday. Goodbye.